New York City as the dividing line.
Okay.
And literally, we that's why we put the poll up during the week where we asked, hey, what do you prefer, Chinese food or Italian food?
Italian, yeah.
And in the beginning, Italian was winning. Now we had filmed the whole episode. We're getting back on to go home, and literally Chinese food swept.
Really?
Right at the tail end.
Well, yeah, what's that famous restaurant? Wohop's down there?
Yeah, Wohop. We didn't go to Wohop because that's
in
everyone
Chinatown?
goes to Wohop.
Well, that's the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but do they go to the right part?
Well, yeah, there's certain. Well, you have to go on Mott Street and go to. Yeah, there's two different things. You have
The
to
one
go
down the
downstairs.
basement, right? Yeah.
Yeah, see,
What's the
know
difference?
this. There's a couple of. If you go upstairs, you're getting some bullshit. That's not Wohop.
It's
like
Wohop,
Hop
but it's
Woe.
different. It's not the same.
Yeah,
you go downstairs.
Downstairs.
It's for real.
That's where the magic is.
That's where the basement of sexy Chinese food is.
I guess
where
you,
you get beautiful.
can you get in there, or do
And
you?
you use
It wasn't that we couldn't get in. We just didn't want to do it. Look, we do the touristy thing so the tourists don't have to on that show on New
And
York
at
Ham.
4 in the morning, that
Yeah.
used to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Wohop is always open.
Isn't anybody to instruct you where to go and not send you up to whole ship or whatever the fuck the other spot is?
Shit.
It's the same restaurant.
No, but see, downstairs is where the magic happens. Upstairs, you don't want to go upstairs. So one time, Ricky, we will take you to Wohop.
Okay.
You can also buy a Wohop T-shirt because that's how big this place is.
Yeah.
We will get you there, and you will have your Wohop experience, but you have to go downstairs.
See, the crazy is, what is they doing upstairs? What are
They're
they
just doing less magic, it seems. It's just less magical.
It's just a restaurant, a good restaurant.
It's not the same.
Down there, it's like authentic. It's for real.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
mama's
steal-
cooking.
get the real everything?
Yeah,
to
but
steal
I got some
from-
old Chinese lady, 100 years old, cooking in the
Joe,
back.
to steal from a Corey Feldman movie,
Yeah.
The Goonies,
The Goonies.
Right?
Yes.
all right? Down here is our time.
Uh-huh.
Up there is their time.
Yeah.
Up there, not great. The down there is where it's better. I don't even think Billy can explain it. You go down to this mythical land, you go down in this dark, disgusting staircase, because it is. It's not a good-looking place to be.
It's clean, though.
No, but when you
It's
go...
nowhere near like it used
No,
to be.
but the staircase still is not... It's still like a raggedy fucking staircase. I saw it the other day. It's not fucking amazing.
It's a lot better than it was.
No, but if you take a guy like a Ricky and he doesn't know, and you go, here, go in this fucking basement and
I'd
have
be
the
like,
best
where the fuck you
Chinese food
taking
of your life.
Am I gonna come out of this motherfucker alive?
Yeah, you're gonna be like Marcus and wearing a mask and blowing some guy. It's a little different.
Around for that whole area, if you go down certain stairwells, it'll take you completely to the other side.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of tunnels and everything.
Yeah.
There's tunnels in Chinatown because that's why when they bring you in for the bags,
Yeah.
you know the shit when they put it on the floor or they actually have the watches and all that bullshit, and they go, oh, you want this bag? You want that? Blah, blah, blah. You go into a separate fucking building. That's like some people are crazy. These tourist assholes that actually do this, I'm like, you're fucking nuts.
You're taking a
Just
shot,
to get
man.
like a Coach bag or a fucking whatever the females love.
Knockoff.
No, they are knockoffs. But I'm saying, like, for whatever these fucking the hottest bag is, it ain't worth going into a fucking separate place
That's why
and literally
you just
getting whacked.
Stay on 14th and buy it there.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't do that. The tourists are fucking. You're talking to New Yorkers, Billy. Yeah, we know. We know where to go. We know we're gonna deviate off of Canal
Rolex
Street
for $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 3 X's in Rolex.
Hey.
Yeah. Rolo X.
Yeah.
Some porn star.
Yeah, but either way. All right, so that's so the first one, because we deviated. Chinese food versus, Chinatown versus Little Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of good stuff. Went to great Italian restaurants, went to fucking Chinese fucking great restaurants that I've been to. I went there for Chinese New Year, so I knew exactly what place we can go to that wasn't Wohop. Great little friggin' place. I don't remember the name of it right this very second, but I know where it is if I see it.
Hey, when you go there and they got cats hanging in the window, you know it's.
They don't have cats. That's fucking goose. Don't lie to
But
yourself.
that's
It's duck and goose.
But that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be telling me it's a great spot, and there's some fucking cat at the top of the stairs going, "Don't you believe it?" You know, it's, you know.
Look, let me point out right now, no cats were harmed in the making of any of my Chinese
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
That you know.
Then and you know what? If you prepare it well with a sauce, I'll still eat it. I don't fucking.
Yeah, not for nothing. If it tastes good, fuck it.
Yeah, if I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
you tell me it's beef, I'm still eating it.
I ate a squirrel one time, and they didn't tell me it was a squirrel, and it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, but
you
that
know?
was weird because that was in your backyard.
I know, yeah.
That was just
It was
wrong.
Thursday.
You were like very hillbilly that day.
The only thing I ate that I've never had before that tasted good, but
Pussy!
I still threw the fuck up
Yeah.
was rabbit.
Yeah, rabbit too.
Why did
Well, a
you
lot
do-
of people
wait,
eat rabbit.
Hold on. Did you throw up after you fucking
After I
heard
found out what it
rabbit?
was, yeah.
Why? It's an animal.
Yeah.
Ricky, we
Truthfully, we
I'm
can
not
eat
used to it.
anything.
Yeah, I'm not
First
used
off,
to it.
first off, we only
We are
hear,
goats.
and I'm not promoting this, but I want because I don't want to hear the PETA people
Yeah,
or
really.
the animal rights assholes call my show. But let me point out one thing: in other countries, that's normal.
Oh yeah.
In other countries, that is the norm. Like I know there are people that they're doing like. They go to they're trying to go
Yeah.
after people in China for these dog festivals
Well,
and all that.
in
Over
the-
there,
in the
Joe,
Philippines-
shut up. Over there, that is livestock. That's not fucking their pets. So over there, it's way fucking different than over here. Now, Joe, what did you have to do?
In the Philippines, there are no stray dogs. They
Yeah.
eat them.
Yeah.
If they see a stray on the street, it's from mama. I had a cousin of mine who brought a girl over from the Philippines. He married a gorgeous girl, by the way. And she had her eyes on my dog.
Yeah, what?
Kidding around. She used to go, nice to know, the dog.
Well, because she's feeding in on your stereotype of. 'cause
Well,
I-
she was teasing me.
I'd also like to point out.
Brain, you bloody baboon!
Before we get sued by every Chinese or Asian person in the world,
yeah.
not everybody eats. Not every Chinese person, not every Asian, not every Filipino
Well,
eats this. They're in their culture, though.
Sure.
Was my point.
it's all about
They-
culture.
Yeah, they don't have pets.
Yeah.
They have livestock.
Yeah.
And if times are tough, they're gonna eat the dog, over they're gonna eat like nothing.
Well,
And they turn around and go, "All we got is rice."
In
Well, that ain't
India,
good.
they don't eat cows.
Yeah.
Well,
Cows are sacred. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It all comes down to your whatever.
Well, would you eat Uncle Bob?
Yeah.
Reincarnated cow.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the first episode. Let's get off this before we end up getting fucking a UN rally.
Yeah, why'd you bring this up?
I
Eddie?
was bringing up the places. Everyone else started talking about cats
Okay.
screaming at the top of stairs. I'm telling you, get out.
I heard you went to Coney Island, too.
Oh, that was episode 3. That
I
was the
really,
third episode.
that's what I want to see.
Coney Island was fun. We didn't really, we didn't go on the rides and shit because there was no point of going. Like, Cyclone was not even open.
Really?
What?
For that day, it wasn't like
They
you
do
couldn't get.
that every once
They
in a while.
periodically they just don't. And Wonder Wheel.
It is a rough ride.
The gate, and I do make reference to Joe in the Wonder Wheel,
Oh, you
saying
know.
that Joe has a sexual
Yeah, I do.
fantasy. With
I
the
do.
Wonder Wheel. We wanted to go
In the-
down the
in the
ramp
swinging
and
car.
go in the Wonder Wheel. That gate was closed too, because some days it's
That's
like some days it's
because
open, some days it's not. It's
they
separate.
want you to go through
Yes.
go onto the boardwalk,
I've been
come
there.
through,
Yeah.
and pay out $75
Yes.
to get into that.
I'm well aware of it. That's what I tried to explain to Brandon, because he's like, "But it's in the park." I'm like, "That's not the fucking point. It's a separate price to do the Wonder Wheel,
But you gotta pay.
as opposed to Lunar Park or the other one."
But you gotta pay to get into there.
No,
so
you
can
don't.
go down
You
that
don't have to
ramp.
pay to get into the tunnel. You
Yeah.
can go. No, I walked through the whole park absolutely free. You gotta pay to go on the Wonder Wheel, absolutely,
Yeah.
and that could be $60-something depending on what
that's
they're
fine.
fucking charging.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's a huge fucking Ferris wheel
Wow.
with the rocking cars, or you have the stationary cars, and people take the ride because they want to get the fucking shot with them, just like the fucking asshole eating the Pocky chip, Joe. It's the same thing.
Crazy.
Now it's all about going on the Wonder Wheel and getting the Instagram shot of you in the fucking Wonder Wheel and the background and everything on Brooklyn looking like little microscopic ants of Coney Island when you're going past. So that was then. That was the third episode though we filmed.
You see, that never impressed me because I lived I could walk to Coney Island from where I lived, and we were there
Oh,
practically
good for you.
we were there practically every day in the summertime. So like the parachute jump. and all
Oh, I'm
that,
sorry,
it
Trish
was
is
no big
asking.
deal.
The Wonder Wheel, Trish. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the talk back here. The Wonder Wheel is a giant Ferris wheel.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
giant fucking Ferris wheel that Joe wants to have sex in.
I did.
You
I
did
do.
have sex? Or
No, no. I
You
dream.
want to,
I
wasn't it?
dream.
I almost
have a
did, but the
recurring
chick
dream
chickened out.
of sex with that, and it's like a wet dream.
So
You
they
ever get a
leave
wet
you
dream?
up there for a while.
Yeah, you have time to actually
Yeah.
have intercourse.
If you on
in
the
a
top,
wardrobe.
nobody's seeing
You
nothing.
could do it.
You could, yeah.
And the car rocks. So you don't even have to do. If you're lazy,
Yeah, you don't have to do
if
nothing.
you're a lazy lovemaker
Hang
like
there.
Joe is,
The wheel do it
the
all.
wheel just does all the work for you. You can rock the car
Yeah.
back and forth, and then you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. You do
Have
the
you
whole
ever been on the
fucking-
Wonder Wheel? Have you ever?
I've been on the one, real.
No, I'm doing Ricky.
Yeah, I've been on there. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
that's
you
what I'm
know.
saying. Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
trying to
saying. Yeah,
think,
you
what was our
I was
second-
I was gonna have sex on it, but the chick chickened out.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna have sex on it too, and then they told me stop jerking off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the.
Do they still have the haunted house with the one wing bat?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's, on the, that's in the.
They've
thing.
never changed shit in there.
Oh God, it smells so
Motherfuckers,
bad.
I tell you, motherfuckers old as Methuselah.
Yeah, I
that
know.
motherfucker, yeah.
Well, that's the problem. That's one of the things we brought up on the special because it is like its own. It's like Disneyland for Brooklyn.
It's a tradition.
And you can go there and you can futz around and you go on. Like if you're a kid, you don't know the difference.
Yeah.
If you're a little kid, you don't know. You're like on the rides. You're like, oh, this is great. But once you get a little older and figure out that nothing has changed since the 20s.
That's it.
In
a lot has changed.
Well, I know,
Yeah, a lot is missing.
I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that it's not
Luna
Astro,
Park.
well, Astroland blew the fuck up, quite frankly.
Steeplechase Park is
Yeah.
gone. That
Yeah,
was, that
well,
was
the steeple's still there for Steeplechase Park.
Well,
It's just that nothing else is there.
yeah, the whole pavilion is gone,
Yeah.
and the horse ride
No,
that
but
they
the
had.
area
had
is still
famous
there.
rides.
The thing is still there, but there's nothing in it. There's nothing there.
Parachute jump
Yeah.
is still there.
But it don't work though.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's there,
All it
though.
is a bunch of speakers and lights. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, it's
They
like,
still have a lot
Billy's
of
there
land
every
over
other
there.
week, so he knows.
They still have a lot of land over there. They could do so much with.
they
all
keep
that.
talking about legalizing
Well, they want
gambling
to
in there.
legalize gambling and put the casino in.
They've
but
been
they're
saying
not-
that for years, so
They haven't
nobody,
done that
yeah.
yet.
Once
What
it
was
goes,
what was my? I'm trying to fucking think what I filmed now.
Did you see the new rides?
Yeah, I did. I saw all that shit.
Coney
Bringing them
Island?
together?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure. All right, so wait. First episode was Chinatown versus fucking Little Italy. The third one was fucking Coney Island. What was the fucking second one that I filmed?
you come to Staten Island.
No, we didn't. We did stuff. We did some stuff on the ferry, and we did. I know we filmed for Taste of Pueblo. We have some of the stuff with the truck when we went to Manhattan. Oh, Times Square. That
Oh,
was the other episode.
jeez.
We did Times Square because we
Did you
realized.
leave your guns outside?
Yeah, I tried to explain that to Brandon that this was a no gun fucking zone, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure people are following the fucking rules. We did Times Square because I figured we've been doing this now for 3 seasons and we've never done Times Square.
Really? I'm so
So
surprised.
there's so much that we have boobies in Times Square because those girls, the dancing girls, are coming out, and I don't even understand how that body paint works because legitimately saw more nipples than a pregnant dog.
Well, there you go.
And I'm telling you, the nipples were fucking. You're naked. They're so fucking. There's no way. They're not even covered by pasties. They're just fucking flat out naked, walking around, and you're like, okay, let me take my kid over there to take a picture with you.
Yeah, that's
And then we were totally fucking bombarded by Elmos, Minnie Mouses, and Captain Americas.
And those
There's a lot of
motherfuckers
them.
are violent. Elmo and them
yeah.
are violent as a
Oh, and the one
motherfucker. man.
motherfucker, he's
Some
in
of
the
them,
video.
yeah.
One guy was in the video, and he like I'm just passing, and he like kind of like just poses because the camera's going, and he poses, and then he wants money for fucking him cutting into my shot. Like he's looking at me going like money, and I'm like, get the fuck! I'm like, what am I, a tourist? Get the fuck out of here! Every answer was like, I'm not a tourist.
That's
No
their
way.
job. That's what they do.
Yeah, I know, but he.
Yeah, but you got to fight with the motherfucker.
But he's
It's a
jumped,
hustle.
we didn't stop to take a picture with him.
No, I
jumped-
understand.
He
yeah.
jumped in front of my shot and did like a yo, what's up kind of fucking pose as Elmo. And then he wants fucking money.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
What
You know
they
who
do,
was
That's
nice
why
though?
they have all of those laws now. They're not supposed to do shit.
Yeah, well,
They still do it.
There's no one enforcing shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
What,
Who
New
was?
York? Nobody enforces laws. Get the fuck.
Do you know? Do you know who was fucking really nice though?
hmm
Naked Cowboy.
Oh, really?
We met.
Oh, he's still out there?
And I know Naked Cowboy because I met him 9 bazillion times. Because in radio, especially in New York, he's been on 9 million fucking shows.
Oh, yeah.
From Howard to Jim and Shelley to fucking Opie and Anthony when they were still around.
Still playing the guitar.
Still playing the guitar in his underwear, the whole 9 yards. And he was the night. And I said, "What did you get? More buff?" Because he literally looks more ripped, but he actually lost weight.
That's his job.
Yeah, but he lost weight. He's more cut than he is. And he said
It's
in
summer.
the
He's got to bulk up
well,
for the winter.
well, that's no. He said in the summer he's 180 pounds, and in the winter he's 280. Like he actually
Oh,
bulks
man.
up to 2.
Get out, really?
100
He
pounds?
gains 100 pounds for the summer, for the winter.
What is that to
Because
get?
think about it, he is outside in just his underwear.
Yeah, well, that's a little
So
crazy.
he might need some body fat just to fucking give some warmth.
He wears saran wrap suit or something.
You know what? But see, then he's not the naked cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got clothes on.
You gotta put oil on.
Yeah, it gets cold in New York.
Just a reminder also, we are off next week.
Yes.
We are off next week. Please make your fucking announcements. Fine, circle it in your calendar, whatever you have to do. I know Joe's already whining. He doesn't know what to fucking do with himself.
Well, you know.
Please, I have no clue what Nick is going to play, but please go to hamradioshow.com because there will be probably something new that Nick builds.
The best of Joe.
We did the best of Joe. We've had best of Joe. We've had best of Hoff.
Oh, yeah.
We've had the fights
Yeah.
that we've had on the show. We did a whole
Which
episode
one?
of fights. No, all of them. It is a amalgamation of all the fucking fights
Yeah.
that we've ever had. Not all of them, but most of them. 'Cause remember, he only puts up like a 2-hour show, or at least an hour special.
Yeah,
That's up
I
there.
didn't hear that one, but I'm sure that was interesting.
Oh, they're all good. Well, I was actually talking to my mother today about how I was explaining to my mother the fight with Joe about Rocky 6,
Yeah.
which he won't fucking still to this day say is Rocky 6. But it is the one that was Rocky Balboa. Because I was talking to somebody.
It's not a Rocky 6.
That is Rocky. That's Rocky 6.
It's called what's it called?
Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa. That's not
the
Rocky
sixth
6.
movie in
The other
Rocky
movies are
franchise.
called Rocky 1,
Oh,
Rocky
Jesus.
2,
This
Rocky
is what
3,
happened the last time.
Rocky 4, Rocky 5.
This
you know.
dyslexic fuck can't figure out that's
Did
the
they put
6th
out-
movie.
did
Oh,
they
what do you
put
want to
out
call
Rocky-
Creed? Rocky 7?
No, that's not. That's Creed. That starts the Creed
I
movie.
don't believe this.
This is all over again. We're having. Because the whole point was that I was talking about Mason Dixon was a character in the fucking movie.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah.
somebody brought up something about the Mason Dixon line or whatever, and I'm like, that's a guy from fucking Rocky 6. And then I started going, oh yeah, that's the movie that Joe still fights to this day. He's not Rocky 6. It's Rocky 6.
It's
Well,
not Rocky
I
6.
stopped watching after Rocky 79, so
Yeah, really, yeah,
Rocky
yeah.
needs a walker.
yeah.
What's the one where Rocky fights with Robert De Niro?
That's not Rocky.
Raging Bull.
That's not,
No, that's a...
no, there's a movie. That's
there's a
not
movie.
Raging. It's not a Rocky movie. That's just
Right.
him
well,
and.
but
him
Rocky's
and-
in it.
No, Rocky is not in it. Sylvester Stallone is in it.
Well, he
doesn't play
plays...
Rocky.
Yeah, no, he plays Rocky.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, in that movie, he plays
All right,
Rocky.
you need to go away. You really are the fucking most
Who
annoying
is,
person in the world.
who is he in the movie?
He's not Rocky.
Who
He's
is he?
not Rocky Balboa. He plays some other total fucking character
Well, look
that
that up,
literally
Billy.
is fighting. That gets put into.
I thought it was Rocky.
No, it's not even. It's not even remotely close. The
It
only
makes no sense if he's
similarity-
not Rocky.
The only similarity is Balboa plays a boxer.
It's supposed to be
That's
like
the only
two
thing.
old champions
Yes,
who
it
get
has
in
nothing
the
to
ring
do
again.
with Rocky though.
Well, you gotta pay these bills.
Now-
Grudge match, right?
Grudge match.
Grudge match, is that the name of the movie? Yeah.
Not starring Rocky Balboa.
It's
That,
got...
Joe, that's about as much as a Rocky fucking movie as literally when I said Rocky.
No, I
6.
thought he played Rocky in that movie because, you know, he looked like Rocky.
Even the dog is
But
disagreeing with you.
Joe, at that point, was De Niro playing fucking... What's his name?
Oh, yeah, right, Apollo Creed. No, no.
Not Apollo Creed, you dumb
How
fuck.
could he
Raging
be?
Bull.
Oh, Raging Bull, yeah. No, different time era, I guess.
I'm gonna get fucking Jerry Cooney to come down here and just beat your ass.
Wow, Jerry Cooney.
I know Jerry Cooney.
He's still
Ricky
there, right?
knows Jerry Cooney.
I saw him in person
still
once.
there?
The guy's tremendous.
I know Jerry Cooney.
I'm surprised he lost the fight.
You know what? We should have Cooney come down here and just beat Joe's ass.
Yo, get his number for me, man.
All right, we will.
He
I
want
will
me to
get
come.
you- I will
He
get
want me to
you-
come to the gym.
I actually know his, because you don't see him all the fucking time. I know when he's there, though, he knows me and says, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. His producer, I actually know now. At Sirius XM, so we'll do that. All right, we got to take a break. We have to figure out what's going on. Joe's going to go watch Rocky 6 to figure out that
I
he's
honestly
wrong.
thought he played Rocky in that
No,
movie.
see,
Yeah.
this is why we can't
Henry
even have...
Sharp.
Yeah,
that
what's
was his
his character's name?
Henry Sharp.
Henry Sharp, Joe. And
That's
you're
not even.
so
That's
sharp.
not even a name for a boxer, Henry Sharp.
Why?
Did he have a
That's
boxing
great
name?
boxing name.
Henry?
Yeah, because you'd be like the Sharp Edge.
Henry?
Or,
Well, Joe.
yeah, Henry.
Joe.
Yeah.
It was Billy the Kid McDonough.
That's fucking De Niro, right?
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
And he fought Henry Razor Sharp.
There you
Oh,
go.
Razor Sharp.
Razor
Okay.
Sharp, even better than the fucking shit I just came
Yeah,
up with.
yeah. No,
Razor Sharp.
I
even
understood
better.
that. Yeah, Razor, like Razor Roddick. That
Yes.
was very good.
Joe, here, take a razor and go slit your wrist.
I know, I'm just saying.
718-577-1389. It is Corey Feldman Appreciation Day, Hops.
Ooh.
Get ready for that later on in the program. If Joe can figure out which one is Rocky and which one Mr. Sharp.
I honestly thought it was Rocky.
All right, well, during the break, you're going to figure it out. We'll be right back after these.
And in the sequel.
Word.
Wait, hold on, Billy started talking in between. What, Billy?
And in the sequel, he fought Bullwinkle.
There you go. That was Raging Bullwinkle. All right, we'll be
That's
right back.
funny,
We'll
Bill.
be right back after these words. Goodbye.
Okay.
Hit the
What do you
button.
say we just let you blow off some steam? Get out whatever you got to get out. Let it out in the open. Come on, just do it with me. Breathe. It's okay. Baby. It's okay.
The Unfiltered Radio Network, hamradioshow.com.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
You need to watch New York Ham on a side TV. A side TV. And New York Ham. What a combo. Ugh.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors. What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States. That's my goal.
Now she's a powerful force for good. What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
We at xsuit.com believe that you should never have to sacrifice comfort for the sake of style. The clothes you wear should complement your looks and your lifestyle, not just your looks. Traditional suits are stiff, uncomfortable, and a hassle to maintain. Maximilian Perez had an idea to create the ultimate solution. After months of research and prototyping, the first X-Suit was born. Made with wrinkle-resistant stretch fabric and utilizing proprietary nanotechnology to add stain and odor resistance, it was the first of its kind. The X-Suit broke boundaries and set new standards, which led to it being featured in popular publications such as Forbes, Business Insider, and Mashable, putting X-Suit in front of thousands of men worldwide. Join us on our mission to create modern clothing that's comfortable, stylish, and easy to maintain for men all over the globe. We seek out and develop the most cutting-edge technology in order to make the most comfortable clothing that keeps you looking your best all day long. Check out our suits, shirts, jackets, pants, along with many accessories at xsuit.com. That is
Our
xsuit.com.
Canadian Unified Network Coalition Photoshop and a top hat on while smoking the cigar.
Tired of boring radio? 3 songs then 15 minutes of mind-numbing commercials only to hear the same 3 songs again, just in a different order. You need to call your local stations and demand the ham. Flood the inboxes of everyone you can at your local station. Blow up the request lines with Demand the Ham. Tell them you want the ham radio show on their airway. You won't regret it.
Demand the ham.
Hi, this is Howie Mandel, and you're listening to the
Ham Radio Show.
Nice. I'm waiting for the beat to drop. That's right. This portion of the program brought to you by xsuit.com. That's xsuit.com, the letter X, and suit.com. Guess what, guys? If you want a suit that actually is going to fit you and be comfortable and made of space-age polymers and beautiful fabrics, I don't know exactly what it's made of, but let me tell you, it's out freaking standing. And right now, if you act quickly and you go to xsuit.com and you click on the Yes Please button when they ask you, hey, do you want $200 off your suit? It's a limited time offer. If you want $200 off your X-Suit, it's limited time. So it might not be there if you don't hurry your ass up and get there now. Go to xsuit.com, click on the Yes Please button, and get your $200 off your X-Suit. Because remember, it's X-Suit, the most comfortable suit in the world. I know. Trish is yelling at me. You were supposed to bring your X-Suit.
Well, you know, this is a mystery suit. I've never seen this suit. It's like, forget about it.
Excuse me. First off, I was a little busy. It is Corey Feldman Appreciation Night.
Give me a fucking break.
And I was a little busy. All right, Hops. Joe just wants a free suit.
I do.
I know. So that's all Joe cares about.
Yeah, I want to see if it fits.
I will bring.
You ain't gonna get a free suit if you bring your suit.
No. Well, yeah, he's gonna try to steal it. Joe likes to. If you bring things, what I've noticed.
Yeah.
If you bring things to this black hole,
they're mine.
That is, yeah. He goes, it's mine now.
It is.
Yeah. That's why I don't bring half the shit here, because I know if I bring it here, it just magically disappears.
Right. It
And then
belongs
when I'm
here.
leaving, I'll be like, where's it? Like, I once had a megaphone. Right?
Yeah.
We had, it's gone. It went into this black hole.
I don't know where that went. I have another one here if you ever want to use one.
Well, yeah, I know. You went out. You had to buy a new one because you lost my fucking.
Yeah,
magically disappeared.
Well, no. When they renovated the basement,
he's
the
gonna
back
blame the
room.
guys that fixed
no,
the house.
seriously, they were like carting shit out. Like, and I know what they were carting out.
They were stealing Joe's shit, and Joe was like,
Well,
okay.
I didn't give a fuck.
It's okay.
They were gutting the room. They
All right, so
gutted
Trish,
them.
by the way, you were supposed to do a lot of things in your life too. I'm sorry that I didn't bring in the X suit. I will bring it after the vacation.
You think?
And I will bring it in.
Yeah, you push.
I had to be fucking reminded. I have shit to
What
do.
what color is the suit you got anyway? What
Black,
color?
Joe.
Oh, that's great. It's like
your
blues,
heart.
like the Blues Brothers, man.
Yes, I will bring in the goddamn suit. The only problem, what I need to do is be reminded.
Okay.
Because I won't be fucking reminded because Joe forgets everything.
I do.
So it's not really very helpful. To also answer Constantine from the Kid Chris show, who's in our Facebook Live suite. Yes, Rocky does lose the fight against Mason Dixon in Rocky 6.
He does.
I believe that it's because it's just an exhibition match. Because they don't it's just something like where Rocky comes out of retirement because Joe loves Rocky 6.
I
so he's
do.
watched it so many times.
It was a charity event to raise money for what?
No, it wasn't a charity thing. What happens is they do
Should've
a computer. No, they do a computer simulation, and in the actual thing, they do a computer simulation, and every time they do because Mason Dixon I think is the champion or something, and every time they puts the AI puts the combatants together to figure out the stats, Rocky keeps winning.
Okay.
Rocky just keeps winning, and they said, can he hold his own against the world champion at the age he is now? Much like Terry Funk, who is 79 and just passed away today. At like 60 something, could a in shape Sylvester Stallone fight I mean, he's been doing boxing his whole life. Can he actually hold his own?
If they could have done prime to prime, then
Yeah. Well, it's like the massive question when they always say like Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali in his prime versus Mike Tyson. I still think Mike Tyson kills Muhammad Ali.
What, prime to prime?
That's the only problem. Mike Tyson hits like a fucking brick wall.
I know, but Muhammad flows like a butterfly. He fought Joe Frazier, which was just like a Tyson. Joe Frazier was just like Tyson.
Well,
Bull, fucking.
I agree, and I love this. It's painful. I love Ali. I'm not saying that Ali couldn't fucking.
yes.
I'm just saying watching Mike Tyson in his prime versus Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
If Mike Tyson gets one fucking glove on him, it's bad, dude.
He's capable, no question about it. He's capable.
Ali's, he would sit there and take punches.
Yes.
Let the guy
He'd
punch
rope a
himself
dope.
out.
Yeah, I get it.
You can't do that against Tyson.
But I know that because what the fuck is your name? The Slickster. Well, I didn't want to just call him Rick. I wanted to call him Slickster. The Slickster keeps nodding in his head saying like no. That George Foreman, yes, hit very hard. Not saying he didn't. Mike Tyson hits harder than fucking George Foreman. Sorry,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different. It's a low center of gravity. He is literally a psychotic.
George Foreman could knock down a tree when he was
Foreman was knocking motherfuckers out in old age.
Yeah.
So as a young man,
hands like sledgehammer.
You know what he was
Boom.
doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so was Sonny. Listen, a lot of those boxers that Ali fought hit hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They
No one's saying
wasn't skillful boxers, but they hit hard.
I know.
Not disagreeing with you. I still think though that Mike Tyson, out of the three that you just mentioned,
I think Ali would outsmart him as always.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
I don't see him.
Look, the proof is Holyfield. When he fought Holyfield was like an Ali.
Yeah.
He was a boxer.
Yeah.
I mean, bite his ear off in order to get the fight to stop.
And
He was
the
killing him.
first fight, he whipped his ass.
Yeah.
Holyfield whipped his ass.
Absolutely.
We're sitting here discussing
But that's
all
different,
of this.
motherfuckers.
Because he knew how to fight him.
And there's probably some guy sitting in a gym chewing on a fucking cigar telling, teaching up and coming boxers how to fight, who probably punched twice as hard as
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
It's just.
Well, that's what I'm
funny
saying.
how
There
this
is always
works.
the new breed of fucking boxer that's out
But
there, and I'm not
this is
trying
some,
to. Yeah.
like old guy, just sitting there.
Well, this is the.
He's the teaching. But
This is
he
the
had
old
those
scenario.
fans
This is
and
the
stuff.
old scenario that everyone in their motherfucking ass are like when they say LeBron versus Jordan.
Yeah.
It's whoever you got in your
Sure,
prime. And
yeah.
now in that one, I give it to Jordan over LeBron.
I
Yeah,
say
me
put
too.
him up in,
Yeah.
in the
But that's
park
also
and
a
let him
different
play.
exercise thing. Yeah, let
But-
them play literally schoolyard rules as opposed to fucking full court bullshit going back and forth.
Let me say with the Tyson Ali thing.
Yeah.
In Tyson's early years, he wasn't getting hit.
No, he wasn't.
See, so
Right.
he was never tested.
No.
When he got hit by Bone Crusher Smith, he rocked his ass.
Yeah.
So you get in the ring, it's like when Ali fought Foreman. No one had really ever hit Foreman. If you look at Ali, he was tagging him. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh, yeah.
After a while, and him getting tired, he knocked him out,
Yeah.
right? Knocked him on his ass.
That's what happened.
That's what would have happened with Tyson.
I think
Brandon from Aside TV in the Facebook Live said Glass Joe, forever champion.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And that's what Buster Douglas did to Tyson.
that was. But also, if you actually go back with that, Tyson was fucking way fucking just not being ready for that. Fight.
Yeah, true that.
Buster
But
Douglas beat the shit out of him.
yeah.
And it was like, and no one had money. Like, I would have
Yeah,
loved
nobody
to spread,
had money on
if
that.
anybody
Oh,
put- you put $100 on Buster Douglas, you're a bazillionaire.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 19,000 to 1 that he was gonna win.
But he's went into fights where he hadn't trained and knocked motherfuckers out.
absolutely.
Oh, he didn't expect to lose.
But Buster Douglas was hitting him with combinations,
Yeah.
boy, that was like, yo.
But let's be flat out.
I watched that fight the other day. It was like,
But let's be flat out honest. Mike Tyson in his prime was a fucking pit bull.
Oh, he was a monster.
He was a pit bull
He was a beast.
monster.
He was absolutely a
Yeah,
beast.
everything that you can think of. He was literally.
You see his neck?
Yeah, he had no neck at one point.
When you fight for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's
The
after you knock the
average-
guy out and dance around.
Wait, that's 30 seconds with his entrance included.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
he won a lot of fights too because motherfuckers was terrified of him.
course.
So you lost just being scared. Michael Spinks was terrified.
90% psychological. I understand.
Yeah, he was terrified.
Who was the guy that was the asshole that got to the ring with? Because I just saw somebody put up a video of it, but they didn't say his name. The guy that was a gang member or something.
Miss
Blood
Green.
Green.
Miss
Blood
Green,
Green.
yeah.
And that, wasn't the guy he like knocked out his fucking teeth or
He
something?
knocked his eye out.
Yeah,
Knocked his eye
out. Yeah,
knocked his
so-
eye. Well,
I know
crushed
it
his
was-
eye socket.
I knew it was something that Mike was. That's my point.
That was a street fight.
But
he
Miss
did that.
Green went the distance.
And by the way, also
Well,
for all the assholes,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Muhammad Ali, not by far one of the greatest fucking heavyweight champions, by far one of the greatest fighters in the business.
Unquestionably.
I'm not even fucking disputing that. I just honestly think he did not take on a guy like Mike. If you're talking about during that time, yes, fucking George Foreman, the man who is so dumb he named all his kids George, I understand that. He was just a big lumbering fucking ass-kicking machine who used to punch holes in fucking heavy bags. I get all that. Still think Mike Tyson takes out Muhammad Ali just because I envision him hitting harder. Maybe I'm wrong.
The thing too is you look at the era, right?
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali fought
Muhammad
classic fucking heavyweights, this and that, guys. Who did Mike Tyson really fight coming up?
There was a bunch of no-name.
A lot of motherfuckers was bums.
Yeah,
let's
there was a bunch of
lay it
no-name
right. A lot of them dudes was bums. So he.
It was the Don King school of thought
Yeah,
of
they
getting
were
somebody
bums.
to put him up and then you go.
They wanted his caliber.
Yeah.
They were bums.
If you, by the way, if you ever watched the movie Great White Hype with Sam Jackson,
Oh, yeah.
and Jamie Foxx is in it and everything, and Damon Wayans plays the Tyson type character, and they explain why they go out and just find an old white boxer to put him up against the Tyson type character, James the Reaper Rhodes, I think his name is in the movie. They put him up against it because they just want to sell tickets. Right. It has nothing to do with facts, figures, boxing stats, nothing.
That's what Clooney
Yeah, right. They did that with Clooney and Larry Holmes.
Exactly.
But if you want to see where guys fought,
That's
when
the
you
whole
see
premise
guys
of the Rocky
where
film.
guys
Yeah.
fought other skilled
Especially in Rocky
fighters
VI.
of their era. There's a documentary on Showtime called King of Kings.
Yes. I've
With
seen it.
Leonard, Roberto Duran, Hearns, and Marvin Hagler.
Oh yeah.
Those guys fought
was-
each other.
Yeah.
Whatever, this and that. There were no bums.
No
These
way.
dudes were fighting each other, man. You understand? So it's like the era, and I'm not taking up from Tyson because he was a beast. It wasn't nobody gonna beat him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you say what he would beat Muhammad Ali or not,
I think if you somehow figured out a way to time travel.
It's like football any given Sunday, you know.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like
Al Pacino?
it is legitimately it's the LeBron versus fucking Jordan conversation 9 million times, and I'm sure there's spin on every fucking which way you could put it. That this guy couldn't do this and that guy. I get all that. My point being is if we could somehow time travel and because playing basketball against each other is a little different than I know it's the sweet science and you have to be skillful. I'm not saying that. However, the barbarian nature of Mike Tyson to me, even though the fucking Muhammad Ali, greatest of all time, he's the GOAT. All right, he could take an ass whooping too. The rope-a-dope was literally him getting his ass beat until the other guy got tired. I understand all that. Totally understandable. However, I don't think even the rope-a-dope works on Tyson because I think Tyson he hits too fucking hard. But this is a question that has a variable different fucking answers because number one, we don't have a time machine unless Billy's fucking holding out on us, and we don't have a time machine, so we'll never have the answer. However, I have to be in the Tyson camp on that one.
Larry Holmes fought Mike Tyson.
Oh, that was the
and
end.
he
of
said
it.
he was older man then, but he said that Ernie Shavers was the hardest guy that hit the harder. Hit the hardest out of any boxer he ever fought.
First day with a new mouth.
My upper plate got loose. My upper plate was
Put
loose.
the Dentissure in, man. Remember, fix it then and forget it.
Ernie Shavers used to hit hard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these boxers,
I'm a pussy.
They
if I get hit by any one of them, I'm going down.
They didn't get the fanfare for what they were able to do.
Oh, there's tons of motherfuckers that should have gotten.
But listen, I don't want to take nothing from Mike.
Can I bring up the fucking tragedy that is Riddick Bowe?
Yeah, he was a skillful fighter.
He was a skillful fighter, but he was also a big lumbering fucking oaf.
He was lazy.
And when he fucking hit you, Riddick Bowe was the shit.
Yeah.
Because you see motherfuckers got hit by Riddick Bowe and they're still spinning to this day.
He was a skillful boxer.
Yeah, he was a badass. But yet again, he gets lower on the list because he was became a bum. And he became a lazy bum. And he let fucking high, the money and everything else corrupt him.
And longevity has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
yeah.
it's just you have a tight window in boxing.
It
You
was
have a
short
very tight
windows,
window,
right?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, because
getting your ass whooped.
in the end, Tyson was getting fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Dudes that he would have knocked out was busting his ass. And shit, so.
Well, didn't Tyson just fight? What was that? Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
In an exhibition shit, and didn't he fucking get his ass handed to him by Roy?
I don't know.
It was that Jones Jr. was a fucking tongue twister.
It wasn't Tyson, of course.
No, it was the Tyson of now and not the Tyson of old.
Because Roy Jones would have never been able to get in the ring with him.
No, of course he wouldn't have. First off, it's two different weight classes, right? Wasn't Jones Jr.
absolutely.
was a lighter than fucking Tyson. Anyway, I don't know how we became
Tyson was an animal. Man.
I don't know how we became a boxing show, but we just did a whole segment about boxing.
That's your fault.
I know. It's always my fault. I'm the captain of the ship. I know.
Next time we'll do the Jordan LeBron thing.
Sure. You'll fucking go nuts. By the way, also
live from Rucker Park, no less.
Want to at Sirius XM, I want to thank Dave LaGreca and the whole crew of Busted Open.
Okay.
Because I did get to meet and hang out with the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So from one heavyweight champion to another, MJF. I believe it's this Saturday, Billy. Am I wrong? Is it Saturday? Saturday they will be in England.
Jolly
they will be performing. AEW will be performing in front of 82,000.
Wow!
And
Plus,
those
it keeps
people,
changing.
Before they show up, they're supposed to shower and be clean.
Yes.
I saw.
You saw that clip? Yeah. I was there for that. So MJF, by the way, is without question. He lives his character. He even as a face now. He's an asshole, but he's an asshole, and he put it in very succinctly.
He's what the part's supposed to be.
Yeah, but he put it very succinctly. He goes, I'm a scumbag,
Oh.
but I'm good enough for people to go, that's my scumbag, as opposed to just going, oh, he's just a dick. Fuck off. In wrestling terminology, he sells the bit. In wrestling terminology, he's also living the character, which also is like what Billy was talking about, is very old school, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make me believe that you are this character, no matter what it is. Like, it's just like when The Undertaker, back in the day, used to actually not speak. And he used to walk around, you know, if he would show up for anything press, it was just fucking in character. They wouldn't break the line. Literally, he's not a character. According to MJF, he's not a character. This is just him normally.
No.
Which is, I mean, in the world
Long
of...
Island kid? Probably.
Yeah, in a Long Island douchebag? Sure. But, I mean, it's what he is. But I do want to... Two things I want to do is, number one, I want to thank Dave LaGreca to his face. Because not only did I get a picture with Dave, that I'll put on Facebook Live and everything else. However, the other part I need to bring up is that I saw a lot of me in MJF. Now, I don't know if I'm dealing with the character, I'm using the air quote, or the actual person, but things that I do, he does. Like, he's talking about how... And I might...
Out?
No, that I don't do. You sick fuck. Like, you worked out when you had the title. Shut the fuck up. You are the worst out-of-shape wrestler when you were wrestling, let alone when you were out of the ring.
He was a Greek god.
Oh, shut up, Joe.
Greek god either.
He was maybe a Greek sandwich.
Hey,
about it.
you kicked ass, didn't you? You kicked ass, didn't you?
Yes. Billy was a gyro. He was a bunch of meat wrapped around dough.
You ain't got no film on that shit or nothing?
I'm telling you, you can find it. There's got to be shit out there. I know Billy has scorched the earth and gotten rid of any form of it.
I'm telling you.
If anybody can find, we want video.
I want to see how he entered the ring.
Watch this. Let me throw this out there. I'm throwing it out to all the Hoffs, the Ham Radio Show official friends, anybody who watches this program. I will pay $50 of my own money if you can bring us footage of Billy wrestling. $50 stinking dollars, American, to have. We want Billy's footage. Shaolin. He wrestled as the Shaolin Madman, and he also wrestled as Jack Brody. Those were his wrestling names. So if you can find us any footage, and we want good. And listen, I want good footage. I don't want you like one thing of Billy walking out and I go, here's $50. I'm not fucking that stupid. I want Billy at least in one match. Give us a beginning, a middle, and an end.
So would I. I'd like.
All right. So guess what? I'm paying $50 of my own money to get it for you. You can have it after we watch it and criticize it and watch it like there's a Zapruder film here in the studio. We will watch you wrestle and we'll be fun.
Hey, Billy, go home and wrestle with Giggles and video it.
That's a sex tape. That's not wrestling.
Well, it's wrestling.
And besides, she hates me anyway, so I don't want to watch her in a sex tape.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Billy. I don't want to watch your wife in a sex tape. Okay. Ha ha! So there. I told him, Bill. What the fuck else were we talking about before that? Oh, so, and he suffers from ADD or whatever the fuck he has. He has something where he doesn't, the only thing he can focus on is wrestling. That's why he's as good as he is, because that's what he fundamentally can focus on.
Like Rain Man?
That's more autism than being attention deficit disorder. Is more that you can't focus on shit. You like if you're doing, like, say you were doing this show, someone with really horrible ADD will literally go like blah 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 blah. Well, actually, Joe, you might have a fucking ADD.
I do,
because you just ramp off and talk about something else.
Sure,
I might have it too.
Well, that's the thing. I might have it too, because
show, most definitely.
Because he starts talking about how, just like me, I go to YouTube University, and where you want to find, I will watch hours of tape until my fucking eyes are hurting. I will watch, and I'm talking about of be it fucking radio stuff. I watch old radio stuff. I learn from the people that came before me.
Sure, that's
the same
great.
way that MJF learns from the people that came before him, and that's why he's so good. And I think that that's why I don't suck at what I do here.
No.
All right, because I give a shit and want to learn from the people that came before me. Be it the Howards, the Opie and Anthony's, Ron Bennington, and the Ron and Ron show in Florida. Mike Calta is another one. I consider him fucking phenomenal. I learn from the best. He does that same thing. And then the other part, one more thing, and then we gotta go to break. MJF said out loud, he has always known he was destined to do this.
Ooh.
And I sat there going, you know what? Absolutely. I sat there with John. John from Taste of Bubba was with me too. And I literally, when he said that, I had goosebumps going up my arm because I am the same way. I know that I've been destined to do this.
Absolutely.
Now, whether I fucking make it and skyrocket and become a name that goes on in infamy, that's different. However, in the same fucking vein, those two things are a lot like is what I do. So it's like to see a guy like him who went from nothing and now is main eventing in front of 82,000 plus at Wembley. He worked his ass off, but he went from nothing. I haven't worked my ass off, Billy. I have. I mean, he's done a lot more because of blood, sweat, and guts of pro wrestling, but, what are you going to do? It's what we do. I don't know. People will say, sure. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the Facebook Live suite. We'll worry about that later. We got to go to break. Yet again, there will be no WTF news today because of it is Corey Feldman Appreciation Day, just so you know. All right, just so everyone knows. If we need to have a topic, we'll do that. 718-577-1389. We'll be right back after these words. Come on.
Hey, is that a Mogwai?
Mogwai, yeah. And inside, he's going through changes. Lots of changes.
Like my mother.
The Unfiltered Radio Network, HamRadioShow.com. So I got a question for you, folks.
Tired of boring radio? 3 songs, then 15 minutes of mind-numbing commercials only to hear the same 3 songs again, just in a different order. You need to call your local stations and demand the ham. Flood the inboxes of everyone you can at your local station. Blow up the request lines with Demand the Ham. Tell them you want the Ham Radio Show on there. And they won't regret it.
New York Ham.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
Legacy Comics wants to know if you are a graphic novel aficionado, then you should know that all of our books will kick ass. Our stories will be fun, gritty, and legendary. This is our legacy to you and our readers. We will accept nothing less, and you shouldn't either. That is the Legacy Comics pledge. We are dedicated to preserving what is so great about comics. Our stories are written by lifelong fans of the industry and those who have been published and recognized for their work. Our editing team consists of an award-winning journalist and those familiar with running websites with well over 1 million daily active users. The visual look of our books is brought to you by creators who work outside the industry as commissioned artists along with those inside the industry as pencilers, inkers, colorers, and letterers, as well as variant cover artists. We don't mess around. We are dedicated to preserving what is so great about comics. You won't be disappointed. Next time you are online, check out legacycomics.com. That's legacycomix.com. Tell your friends also.
Creative Pro Wrestling with fucking Brian from Brian Myers. That's his.
We at xsuit.com believe that you should never have to sacrifice comfort for the sake of style. The clothes you wear should complement your looks and your lifestyle, not just your looks. Traditional suits are stiff, uncomfortable, and a hassle to maintain. Maximilian Perez had an idea to create the ultimate solution. After months of research and prototyping, the first X-Suit was born. Made with wrinkle-resistant stretch fabric and utilizing proprietary nanotechnology to add stain and odor resistance, released, it was the first of its kind. The X suit broke boundaries and set new standards, which led to it being featured in popular publications such as Forbes, Business Insider, and Mashable, putting X suit in front of thousands of men worldwide. Join us on our mission to create modern clothing that's comfortable, stylish, and easy to maintain for men all over the globe. We seek out and develop the most cutting-edge technology in order to make the most comfortable clothing that keeps you looking your best all day long. Check out our suits, shirts, jackets, pants, along with many accessories at xsuit.com. That is xsuit.com.
Hi, this is Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, and you're listening to
The Ham Radio Show.
Hey, how are you? I like this fucking music. It is.
I swear it's like I work with toddlers.
Shut up. It is the Ham Radio Show. This portion of the program brought to you by LegacyComics.com. That's LegacyComics.com. Get all up in the mix with LegacyComics.com. All the titles, Condry, The Job, Legend of the Night Owl, Croom, and so much more at your fingertips. Right there for you at LegacyComics.com. That's COMIX.com. LegacyComics.com. Check of all the up-to-date stuff. Legacy Comics announces Brooklyn Bleeds team up. Check it out right now on the site. That is LegacyComics.com. Yes, hello. All right. So by the way, I'm getting updates from the fine people. Marcus, bisexual Marcus, who was working on something for us. He's making the thing. But I don't know if I can talk about it yet because I'm trying to get all the information. Ricky's reading it as we speak. Did they write anything new after that?
I'm looking for it.
All right, good. Well, it's in the Facebook Ham Radio Show Friends thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's in your go to your messenger. It's in there. We're trying to figure out because we're always trying to make more and advance more on this show because if other people ain't helping us, we have to do it ourselves. So that's what we do. And everybody that's a Hoff, be it Marcus, be it Nick. Who's to me, Nick is head of the Hoffs because he's freaking the guy doing everything else. We're making shit happen. Nick is also Nick. By the way, is making a brand new HamRadioShow.com.
Really?
That's going on as we speak again. So he's updating it again. Then we have what is going on with, of course, Marcus, he's taking on more of a tech advisory. You saw the thing? Okay, he's making more of a tech advisory thing that's going on, which will give other people more ways to hear the fucking and see the fucking show.
Oh.
But I don't want to fucking go into everything because I know that he made the stuff. However, I don't know until somebody tells me, "Hey, asshole, talk about it."
Okay.
So I can give you the full details. Let me see. They just messaged me as I'm saying this. Let's see.
Are you trying to give me the double talk?
All right. Trish, I'm not buying you something from Temu. For fuck's sake, every 5 seconds he's sending me shit from Temu. For Christ's sake, I'm doing this little thing called a show. You motherfucker. Let's see. No, you don't have to write a statement, Marcus. You just have to tell me.
I'm still the
Marcus,
president.
call the show, 718-577-1389. And literally tell me what's going on, and then we'll fucking whore it out the right way.
We can all be surprised at the same time.
Yeah, it's good stuff. By the way, yes, Trish, you are still the president.
Yeah,
and that's not what we're talking about.
That's right.
Nick actually does stuff for the show. Nick goes out and is in another country.
That's right.
And busts his ass.
That's right.
To do stuff for the program. Not saying that you don't do a lot for the program, but Trish, definitely Nick does more than you. No offense, he does. So, Nick, by the way, busting his ass, building me a website, doing all the reason why we have audio, so you assholes can hear when you want to go to hamradioshow.com and all the other syndicated shit that we do, is because of Nick.
Nick knows
we
how
get
to
we
push
we,
the right
we
buttons and
literally
get it
are
from
just
point A to point B.
Yeah, we here are just the vessels. We're the talent to bring the whole thing. Nick is also building us a fucking web app. That will have an app, for the show, so you can at the touch of a fucking finger, you can literally have the Ham Radio Show ready to go. Do you know, like that to me is how my team works. How we build everything, how we do everything. Yeah, see, look, and then Trish, throughout this whole thing that I'm saying to you, just join my link and it helps me get free stuff. I'm busy!
Hey, free stuff?
I'm doing my show!
Joe,
I'm busy!
Joe, I'll tell you all about this site later.
Yeah, later, not now.
I like free stuff.
We know, stupid. We know.
Okay.
Everybody else literally with their hands out. Free stuff? Free stuff? Come on, free stuff?
If you feed the fish and you harvest the plant, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Different. It's a little slightly different.
Don't forget to get me.
Don't confuse him that much.
Don't forget to get me stuff at the expo next week.
Yes, I know. I'm not going next week to the expo. The
Next
expo's not
week?
until the end of the month.
Oh, yeah, well, that's next
420
week.
Expo. Didn't you listen to the commercial?
Yeah, I was.
No, you're not. You're an asshole that
August,
sits
right?
behind me, smokes weed, and doesn't listen to the show you're on.
Well, I should.
All right. The 20.
Joe gotta get his Christmas gifts.
I know. Yeah, his little
Yeah,
stocking
you
stuffers
get
that he
that shit
steals
out
from
for
the fucking
Christmas,
thing.
yeah.
How about that, man?
Well, either way, I gotta figure out now. I'm gonna hopefully, while we're at the 420 Expo, by the way, try to find a replacement for the RVD stuff. Since we had RVD.com, we're gonna need a new company to do, because that was good shit. That was great shit, and then we lost it because
I know.
some scumbag wanted to be a scumbag and fuck up all this stuff, and then we lost the product.
Yeah, I'm hearing out about a lot of these startup companies that they're cracking down on the shops now in New York.
Joe, if you don't turn, by the way, the air conditioner on, I'm gonna fucking
Is it
kill
on?
you.
I thought it was on.
It's so not on, and you know it's not on.
Oh, I'll
And I'm sweating my balls off.
I'll turn it on. Well, put the fan on too, Eddie.
I will.
Joe,
Ricky, can you get
what
that,
you're
please?
referring to
You
is
gotta plug it in. You gotta plug it in.
It's right above you, right there.
Joe, the shop selling the cannabis.
Yeah, what is that all about?
The cannabis, the stuff you can get high from.
Yeah.
Those shops.
THC, Joe.
Those are the ones that they're going after because you need the license to get, and to get that license,
Thank
you
you,
have to be
Rick.
a prior criminal busted for weed.
Yeah.
You
Otherwise,
gotta
you
be
can't
kidding.
get
Is that right? You mean you gotta be a
Right.
criminal?
Well, yeah, a former person that was incarcerated because you
Oh,
sold
Jesus
pot.
Christ. Billy, why did you try to explain it to him?
But all the other places are bringing that stuff in. They're not licensed to sell it.
If you don't have a license,
they-
you can't sell the weed, Joe. That's
they-
that's all it is. It's not that fucking hard to understand. Where is Joe going now?
He's going to turn the fan on.
Why is he turning?
No, turn the fan on.
He's going to aim it so it.
I was getting nice. Well, it's a hum. Yeah, but it's in the background. Do you want to turn it on lower, Joe? Is it going to make you feel happy? Turn it on lower. If it's too high for Joe. There you go.
That's all, baby.
Time to nut up or shut up.
That literally is what. This is the problem we have. Joe doesn't. Joe is old. All right. So what happens is he's always cold. Right. He's always one of those. No, he's always cold, no matter what it is. And when we have a lot of man meat in this studio. When you have three guys and then you have Joe, you're getting off a lot of body heat. It's fine now. Just let it. It's good. Whatever it's on, it's fine now. My feet are nice and cool. It's better than having nothing on. Cause Joe, much like my mother, somehow my mother's a magician. She can turn an air conditioner into a fucking oven. She'll have it on whatever. Like it's 78 outside, she'll have the air conditioner on 79.
Yeah, well.
That doesn't help the fucking situation. You're literally having it the same temperature as what's going on outside. It kind of defeats the purpose.
That you put
All right.
a fan in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You defeat the purpose that way.
And that shit right.
All right. So, by the way, yet again, is Corey Feldman Appreciation Night. Just giving you a heads up.
Still is.
So, Hops, later he's coming on. We're switching the show around a little bit to make it work better. Okay? Because we have to give him the proper amount of time. Because remember, he's on the West Coast, we're on the East Coast. It's a whole fucking thing. By the way, Joe, Trish is going to send you everything to help you out with it.
Oh, very good.
All right?
Thank
Because, you know more. Free stuff? Free
Free
stuff?
stuff,
I like
yeah.
free stuff. Free stuff? Free stuff?
Well, I don't know what kind of free stuff did he get. Is it good stuff?
It's a whole bunch of shit. You can get a whole bunch of shit. But
Yeah?
you have to actually do a little bit of work, Joe, to get the free stuff.
I don't know about work.
So
That's
I'm just
something
saying,
else.
it just happens.
Yeah. And the more people you link up, get together, blah blah blah, you get all of this extra stuff. It helps you get the ability to get the rewards and thus get this stuff.
I only know 4 people.
Yeah,
Is that enough?
All right.
You'll
wait,
see.
you didn't. First off, Marcus, no offense. If you're calling in right now, 718-577-1389. I wasn't looking over at the phone because I was dealing with Joe wanting free shit, the air being off in the studio. I wasn't looking. If you're calling in, call in now because I didn't even see the phone ring. Sorry about that. Let me put it on the.
Your fault.
Let me put it on the. No, because it did. It had the. Let me see. No, we probably have a fucking missed call from somebody right now.
The Pope.
It's
they
possible.
Were calling to bless us.
It's very possible. All right, so Marcus, call back. All right, so here is the statement from Nick.
Dun, dun, dun.
We have some exciting. Let me see how many fucking misspellings are in this.
Joe didn't write it.
We have some exciting news to share with you. The Ham Radio Show. All right, so this might be Marcus. Let me just get that going as well. Marcus, are you there? Marcus.
No, it's Melrose.
Melrose.
Hey, how are you?
Hold on, Melrose. I got to read a statement here first, and then we'll jump in with you. We have some exciting news to share with you. The Ham Radio Show, the show that brings you the best of comedy, politics, pop culture, and more, is now on Rumble and Twitch. Very true. We are on Rumble and Twitch now. Okay? These are two of the most popular and dynamic platforms for online entertainment where you can interact with the hosts and other fans, watch live streams and replays, which is probably what we're going to do, just the replays, and access exclusive content. You can watch and listen to the Ham Radio Show anytime, anywhere, on any device, and enjoy the hilarious and edgy content that you love. This is the great opportunity to join the fun and support the Ham Radio Show on Rumble and Twitch, so don't miss it.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. There's the
Sound
statement.
good to me.
We are now on Rumble and we are on Twitch. And yes, Billy, Rumble is a platform because you asked us the last time.
I'm going to get into a Rumble.
No.
I'm going to fight the Sharks and the Jets.
Uh-huh.
And then after they kick my ass,
You're
going
to
to
have a Twitch. That's how. If that's how you have to remember it, let's do it that way. Let's turn to Melrose Larry Green, who, by the way, is on the phone. Melrose, how are you, sir?
Hey, Larry.
Oh, Eddie, things aren't that good over here for Melrose.
What happened?
My landlord,
Oh, shit.
tried to evict me. He's trying to evict me because I have rent control. He tried to evict me twice, and he lost. He's 0-2.
Okay.
And now he wants to become 0-3. And I just want all your listeners to be very careful and wary of greedy landlords.
Rent control. They're trying to get
You
those rent
live in a
control guys
place
out.
with rent control.
Yeah, but if you have a rent control apartment, he really can't throw you out, right?
He's got to have cause.
Well, I paid the. What's that?
I think he has to have cause.
Because everyone likes to jump in when I'm asking Melrose a question. Go ahead, Melrose. Go ahead. What?
Yeah, I paid my rent on time. I've been here 34 years. 34 years I've been here, Eddie.
That's why he's trying to get
And
you
that's
out.
why they're trying to throw your
they-
ass out.
They want me out. They want me out. They want to raise the rent. Listen,
Melrose,
the landlords.
if you don't mind me asking, how much do you pay for rent?
Well, it's $1,570 a month.
Okay.
A 2-bedroom.
And we're at.
And
that's
I have rent
And we're at.
Yeah, rent control. The 3% a year increase is allowed. But the point is that it's expensive to live here, and he's wrong. He's wrong, and he's greedy.
Yeah, we're well aware that he's wrong, Melrose. I'm just making sure, like, you have a rent. See, this is the part now, Joe. You can answer this question. What would be like some of the clauses that they could throw out Melrose?
Well, for a non-payment of rent, of course, which
Okay,
is
here's the
not
thing.
going to be.
Wait, hold on though. Joe's going over a list of things that we're trying to figure out. Go ahead. So we know he's paying his rent, Joe. What else?
Yeah, and basically because there's some sort of disturbance in the building to other tenants who want him out. You know, for the sake of argument, he's having parties every night.
Melrose, are you having parties every night?
No, never.
All right,
Yeah.
so he's
Never.
not having wild parties. He's paying his rent.
And there's no
destroying the
biological
apartment.
hazard if he, like, say, he's got 500 cats or something like that.
Melrose, do you have 500 cats?
You know.
No, I had two, and that was the cause of the first eviction. But I won that one. No cats. No pussy whatsoever.
No pussy. He has absolutely no pussy.
That's what he'll try to do. He could probably get $5,000 for that apartment, and he knows it. You know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know.
Because that's what I'm saying. Where is it?
Sure.
Where is the apartment? L.A. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Melrose Larry Green, named after Melrose.
I have a buddy of mine who lives in right by the Museum of Natural History, a beautiful area. He's paying $365 a month for a 15th floor apartment on 15th floor. He has a beautiful
Because
view.
he's rent control.
Beautiful, yeah. It's
There's
Mitchell
no way
Lama
that's
housing. They can't get them out.
Yeah.
Nobody's leaving.
And why would you
Guys
leave?
have houses somewhere else, but they don't lose that
No,
apartment.
it's a New York apartment.
Yeah.
So, Melrose, what are you doing now? Are you stuck in litigation? What are you doing?
Well, they threatening to send me an unlawful detainer, which means an eviction notice. They haven't sent it yet. They didn't cash my rent check for August, but I paid it. I'm going to pay September.
That's fine.
And I'm not moving.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, if you're sending the
Hell no, we won't go.
Damn right.
The checks are sent in on time. That's up to them to cash them.
Yeah.
If they don't cash
If
them.
they don't cash them, that's on their ass, not on you.
Listen, as long as you ain't breaking
I
none
feel
of the
better. I
laws or
feel
rules,
better.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you ain't got no one illegally staying in there and all that other shit, he good. He all right. He paying his rent, this and that.
Are you pissing in the toilet and not pissing all over the apartment?
Yeah, just don't do that.
No, I get it in the toilet. I have a roommate, a female roommate.
Oh, look at Melrose having a female roommate.
Yeah.
Is she there legally?
Is she on the lease?
Be careful, Melrose.
Yeah, she's on the lease. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. That's
Is
what I'm
she a
saying.
big-breasted woman named
No.
Consuela?
No.
I clean the toilet.
She's like a little sister.
All right.
It's like a baby sister, like brother-sister relationship.
How old
She's a
is,
good
how,
person.
How old is she?
Late 50s.
All right, is she hot? Because I'll bang her. Just asking.
Yeah, I'll send her right over. I'll send her over on JetBlue. I'll send her over tonight.
See,
Tonight.
She won't get here for a week.
But see, Melrose does have Melrose has the money. He could probably even get her a private jet. He still has money floating around.
Yeah, well.
She won't get here for a
No, I don't have. I don't have a lot of money. I don't. I really don't.
Well,
Not cash.
you
Well,
had
listen, Eddie. I had. Everybody had. Everybody had money. You spend it though. You spend it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
spending it
okay,
on
but
rent.
the point is. Yeah. No. Here's the thing, Eddie. I'm glad you're on Rumble. I'm glad you're on Twitter. I love the show.
Yeah.
I wanted to just touch base with you. If anybody knows any good lawyers in L.A., get a hold of me, Lawrence Victor Greenblatt on Facebook.
There you go.
And I love you guys.
Okay, man.
Yeah, bro.
Save
All right.
Melrose.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. Save Melrose.
Hang
Might have
in
to
there,
go down
buddy.
there and
If you
help
won't
him.
go,
I love
they
you,
can't
Eddie.
throw you out.
Melrose, you ain't going anywhere. Fuck them. Kick them in the nuts and pay your bills and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you,
do.
Dr. Finocchio. I love you.
Hey,
Eddie, I
passa
love you,
Mazul.
Dr. Eddie.
What's that?
Let us know who your landlord is and we'll take care of it.
Stuttgart.
Vaffanculo tutti quanti, eh?
What do you call you, Dr. Police?
I love Italians. I wish I was Italian. I love you guys.
You're a fucking paisan. Don't worry about it, all right?
An honorary.
Honorary paisan.
Okay, God bless you.
God bless
Take
you,
care, bro.
Thank you, Eddie.
Everyone,
Good
make
luck.
sure
Thank
to-
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Melrose Larry Green, you know who he is. You know what he
We
is.
do.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Joe, what was it? No, he said my last name, Dr. Finocchiaro, not Dr. Fellatio.
I thought you called you Dr.
No, that's a
Fellatio.
fucking movie, Dr. Fellatio, that you rented accidentally 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
Dr.
movie.
Fellatio.
Dr. Fellatio.
Dr. Fellatio.
Good movie.
I thought that's what he called Eddie, Dr.
No.
Fellatio.
It's
a good stage name.
Speaking of this is actually, do I have time? I got time. A segue here. Melrose Larry Green used to be on the Howard Stern
He
show all the
used to
fucking
be,
time.
yeah.
There is now, by the way, for all the same way I was talking about MJF, that watching everything that comes out, they have on Vice. You know the channel Vice?
Yes.
All right, there is a fucking shock jock episode of their new thing. They have Dark Side of the 2000s, which is just like Dark Side of the Ring, which is the wrestling one, the Dark Side of comedy. I think they even have Dark Side of the hip hop or the move. You know, they have a whole bunch of shit. Those things, that's what's keeping this channel afloat, Vice, because they definitely have found the formula that works, where they tell these unauthorized reenactments of shit that went down in the business.
Good shows, though.
Great shows.
Yeah,
Outstanding
Dark Side of the 90s and all that
all
shit.
that good
Yeah.
shit. However, on the Dark Side of the 2000s, there was a shock jock The rise,
Two-parter.
the two-parter, the rise and the fall of the shock jock thing. We have I think I have a fucking clip. Here's a clip of the shock jock rise and fall documentary that's on Vice. You can get it now. You can also, by the way, say you don't have Vice, go on YouTube and watch the whole fucking episode.
That's a big pickle.
It is a big pickle. Go out there and actually, you can get it yourself. If you don't have it, you can actually just go on YouTube.
Okay.
However, watch it on YouTube or watch it on Vice. Either way, check out the clip right here.
Just we're excited. We were all really loyal to Howard, and we just wanted to make this thing the best on the radio side and the TV side.
But not all of Howard's longtime staff members will be joining him at Sirius, because despite his show's phenomenal success, they say Howard hasn't shared the wealth.
Here's Howard making countless millions of dollars. A lot of the guys weren't getting paid. Well, you know, it was frightening what was going on. I'm Jackie the Joke Man Martling. I was with the Howard Stern Show from 1983 until 2001. There was so much money coming in. It was crazy, the amount of money.
We were on in like 20 to 30 syndicated markets, and I was making $20,000 a year.
Alright, so that's just a clip from the thing. I don't want to play the whole thing because I know that, you know...
Is that really all what those guys were making? 20 grand a year?
A lot of them were. Stuttering John.
Holy shit.
Stuttering John
Fucked
wasn't
up.
making shit on the show. Jackie was making a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone thinking that Jackie wasn't making money. Jackie was making a fuck ton of money. He wasn't making as much as Stern, but it was called the Howard Stern Show.
No, he shouldn't make as much
You know,
as
like,
Stern.
that would be like fucking people bitching that worked on the David Letterman show,
Yeah.
and David Letterman was pulling in more money.
But, 20 grand?
Well, that was.
Come on.
First off, wait. I'm not saying he wasn't underpaid, dude. Well, that's John. We're having two different conversations, Joe.
Okay.
Stuttering John, who started out as nothing. He was an intern on the show.
Okay.
All right. And during the course, I'm sure John would retell this story a little differently because
I'm
he's,
sure.
John. But during the course of everything, they had to build up a actual fucking, thing. That's why they were 20 to 30 markets. Yeah. But that was also not John's doing. I mean, don't get me wrong. John was huge on, I will call a spade a spade. He was huge on the Channel 9 show.
Mm-hmm.
When Howard was on the Channel 9 show that was based out of here and also syndicated.
Yeah.
John was a big deal in that show. And he should have got paid more money on that show. But we were also dealing with...
All the money was going.
Yeah. The show was on WWOR there.
Yeah.
Channel 9 out of Secaucus, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly like it wasn't a font of money that they were getting. Even though that show, by the way, beat Saturday Night Live every fucking Saturday it was on against it. Just want to bring that up. I mean, I can't... There are things that you can knock Howard for... And there's the things that you can't knock Howard for, and one of which is the honest-to-God thing that he legitimately beat Saturday Night Live multiple Saturday nights in the ratings when his piece of shit show from Secaucus, New Jersey was on out of WWOR Channel 9 here in New York. All right,
At the time, Channel 9 had everything.
Exactly, but they were blowing out a major NBC production.
Yeah.
They were destroying them in the ratings. That's the fucking how big Howard was. I mean, there's no two ways about it. That's how big Howard was. But going back to the pay, is Jackie was making a shitload of money. Jackie left because he didn't think he was making enough money. And I'm sure when Jackie tells the story, he'll switch it 9 million ways to Sunday.
It depends on what you call a shitload of money,
So he was making millions upon millions of dollars.
Well, that's a shitload of money.
Yeah, he was making. Jackie was not making the 20,000. John was making way less, and John ended up leaving there to go to the Tonight Show and be the announcer on the Tonight Show. So I mean, he did pretty well for his fucking self, and also. He also leaves out that the money that he was making, which, by the way, in radio, people don't seem to grasp it. They think that if you're automatically in radio, you're making millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I'd like to fucking slap people on, because they automatically, oh, hi, Ricky, that's your feet. There was a piece of the desk. I'm playing
footsies under the
I'm playing
fucking thing.
footsies with Ricky under the desk.
I see radio talk.
I thought it was the metal pole, and it turns out it's just your steel toe. Anyway, back on to the other part. I know we have to go to break, but the point of people in the radio business people outside the radio business don't even understand the radio business. It's not a fountain of money. Certain people, select few people, the Howard Sterns, the Opie and Anthonys, the Jim Nortons, even Sam Roberts now, Mike Calta, Bubba the Love Sponge. A lot of people, when you become a name, you're making the money. Bennington, you're making the money. It's a very, very slippery slope with everybody else that's under that fucking big keystone.
The radio
Because I've been there, trust me.
never a place to make a lot of money.
No.
What you got into it for was the perks and all of that.
Yeah.
All the other stuff that came with it. Whether it be the...
Even Nick said it, radio is shit pay.
The producers and the record companies giving you things to play albums and all the free concert tickets you could ever need, stuff like that.
That's why 90% of back in the day when you saw a jock that was working, they were getting, they literally would wear the station's t-shirt or the station's shorts because that's all they could afford. They weren't getting paid. And see, the difference is now there is a fundamental way to do that and get more money, but then you have to get the advertisers. You gotta build your empire brick by fucking brick. And that's how you fucking do it.
If you would name the sponsors will run to you. They'll run to you. So you know.
But like we talked about off air the other day, they should be sponsoring. Certain places should be sponsoring everything.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, like there's so much shit out there that doesn't get their.
You make so much more fucking money.
There's so many products that can be fucking on the air. It's ridiculous.
But Stern makes a lot of money,
Stern
man.
makes a shitload of money.
He could do a lot better than $20,000.
Oh, absolutely. But it's also he also the place where he worked at the time because John came in at the K-Rock days. All right, Tom Chiasano wasn't the GM of that place. Was not doling out money. Plus, he didn't like John. John rubbed a lot of people the wrong fucking way. Which also fucks you up when you want to get a raise.
Yeah, that would have something to do
So
with
yeah, if you, it does fuck you up. It's not exactly like that easy. It's the Ham Radio Show. Right now, we're gonna take a break. I know Marcus, by the way, because you wanted to watch the documentary, Dark Side of the 2000s, Shock Jock, The Rise, and then The Fall. Two-parter. Check it out for yourself. You can go on YouTube and find it right now. It's the what?
Sex in Detroit.
Oh yeah, don't have sex in the St. Patrick's Cathedral. Because that'll fuck up your pay, too. We'll be right back after these words. Yeah.
La moto va nene primer cajón. Toque y la rapidez va nene segundo. La heroína en el de abajo. Siempre hay que separar las drogas.
Okay, yes. No problem.
Missed an episode of the Ham Radio Show? Not to worry. You can download the latest episode, as well as past shows, on hamradioshow.com. Go to hamradioshow.com and click on the downloads link.
Stand clear of the closing doors,
Nick,
please.
you need to watch New York Ham on a side TV.
A side TV
and New York Ham. What a combo! We're not talking about the Nick. We're not talking about the Stern of now. I will be right by your side. The Stern during the heyday.
Women can have it all, including heart attacks. But symptoms like jaw pain, nausea, unusual fatigue, dizziness, and backache are often different and more subtle than for a man. The fact is, heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Know the signs. Learn more at getheartchecked.org from Women's Heart Alliance in partnership with Women Heart.
DallasNovelty.com, America's adult toy store, was launched in 2003 by a pure entrepreneur, Nate Mahler. Since Dallas Novelty's inception, it has grown into a mega site for pleasure products offering over 17,000 items and has a strong following that rivals some of the largest online adult retailers. The two top adult business publications, XBIZ and AVN, have recognized DallasNovelty.com for our hard work and dedication to offering the best pleasure products available and the best service. The site has been consistently nominated year
year after year by industry award shows for their success in the e-commerce field in selling sex toys and other adult products. Our state-of-the-art warehousing system has everything ready to ship directly to you. You will get your package fast and always discreet. We ship discreet packages to customers from all walks of life, from A-list celebrities, porn stars, politicians, and the 89-year-old next-door neighbor lady ordering her new sex machine. We give the same discretion to all of our customers. All orders are packaged in plain brown cardboard boxes, USPS Priority Mail Express boxes, or UPS FedEx packaging. We offer unmatched customer service with a toll-free customer service phone line, 1-888-638-0682, or a quick email response at sales@dallasnovelty.com. Remember, we have the fastest shipping in the industry. To find the right sex toys or vibrators for you, please take a look at dallasnovelty.com, America's adult toy store. You will love it. dallasnovelty.com.
So I got a question for you, folks.
Tired of boring radio? 3 songs, then 15 minutes of mind-numbing commercials only to hear the same 3 songs again, just in a different order. You need to call your local stations and demand the ham. Flood the inboxes of everyone you can at your local station. Blow up the request lines with Demand the Ham. Tell them you want the ham radio show on their airways. You won't regret it.
Demand the ham.
Don't forget to stick around for the maritime legend, Frankie McDonald, that is the forecast for the world. And while you wait for that,
My Twitter is @FrankieMcD. My Facebook is Frankie McDowell. And my Instagram is FrankieMcD1984. My TikTok is Frankie McDowell 1984. I'm Frankie McDowell. You're listening to a ham radio show.
We're back, right? Bam, 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 bam. This portion of the program brought to you by ASYTV.com. That's ASYTV.com. All you have to do is let your fingers do the walking, and you can watch me live there on New York Ham, seasons 1, 2, right there at your disposal. Just look at my big ugly face right there on ASYTV.com, and you're ready to go. You can check out all the other programs as well, and remember, we just shot season 3, so that should be up and running very, very soon for you on ASYTV.com. Now, waiting in the wings, by the way, it's the Ham Radio Show. Let's get that going right now.
Holy shit, you geeks are badass.
Now we pretty much are. Waiting for the Nova Scotia know-it-all, the one and only Frankie McDonald, to call in on the hotline so we can actually do the weather. Frankie's Freaking Weather is the only part of the WTF News that we are doing today, because it is Corey Feldman Appreciation Night here on the program. Corey Feldman, we are less than 20 minutes away from Corey Feldman being on the show. Right now, though, Frankie McDonald, are you there?
Math not as strong.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, well, by the time we're done with him and everything else, Billy, it's we're going to have that. Frankie, how the hell are you? Give me that freaking weather.
I'm doing great. There's going to be lots of rain. New York City on Friday and the Saturday. Then you got more rain ahead for New York City on Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week, because the cold front's starting to get more active this time of the year. Because meteorological summer ends on August 31st, 2023. It's going to bring really, really hot and dry weather all across central states and western United States, like Los Angeles and places like this. It's going to bring really dry weather after a big rainstorm that hit Trevor on Sunday. I got my forecast right for Los Angeles. It was great. Right today is the last ham radio meteorological summer, and the next ham radio show will be September 6th. That's meteorological autumn.
That's very. You see, he's very accurate. You always get your shit right, Frankie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then it got a couple of typhoons hitting for Japan late next week, too. The tropical storm Harold just hit Corpus Christi, Texas. It was really bad. Caused a lot of flooding in Corpus Christi, Texas. Near the Mexico border, it was really, really bad. There, it was so bad. Trevor Garner's doing great over, so is Kimberly Schreiner's doing great. I was talking to a few other people on Trevor's Happy Hour on Sunday night. I was talking to, and Trevor and Imogen Bailey was on Trevor's Happy Hour as well. Who else is on Trevor's Happy Hour? Some of the others are on Trevor's Happy Hour as well. Kimberly Schreier's doing great, so is Savannah's doing great. And Dragon Lady's doing great. I was also talking to Dragon Lady on Trevor's Happy Hour on Sunday as well. Saints doing well so far. And Gino Bisconte's doing great. Mike the Engineer's doing great. And Don Wolf's doing great.
Frankie, when does that cold front kick in New York? Because it helps me sleep if I know it's going to be cold out.
and it's going to bring from cold front, warm air, cold air. It's going to fight each other for the next few months in New York City and things like this. Because it's autumn equinox. Then the first astronomical autumn starts on September 23rd. Meteorological autumn starts September 1st. And did you hear about this? And Danny T. Workman, he's on Trevor's Happy Hour. He's doing great so far. Christy Mayer is doing great. And next week, Compound Media is going to be off for Labor Day week as well. Labor Day vacation too. Compound Media is going to be off. Gino Bisconte, Christy Mayer, Don Jameson, TVD show is already off. And all those other podcasts will be off too. So it's the morning to dump and things like this at the Compound Media. Compound Media will be off next week.
Now, what are you doing? Because you're not doing any shows right now. So what are you doing?
Off next week?
That means that tomorrow is the last day in the Hot Water Show until the day after Labor Day.
All right. So you're usually on with Gino Visconti on the In Hot Water Show. And now if he's on vacation, that means you're on vacation.
So you'll be loading up the
And that means that another guy, Jason Marshall, we don't have cookies. He's taking September 3rd off on a Sunday because of Labor Day weekend as well. Jason Marshall is also taking September 3rd off because of Labor Day weekend. You're taking next Wednesday off. Jason Marshall's taking Labor Day off too as well.
Nice. Well, thank you very much, Frankie. Where else can they hook up with you? I want you to plug away, my friend. Plug away.
If you want to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, is at Frankie McD. My Facebook is Frankie McDowell. My Instagram is Frankie McD984. My TikTok is FrankDowell984. My Clapper is FrankDowell984. My Twitch is FrankDowell984. My Snapchat is Frankie MACDON. My YouTube channel is Dogs and Wolves. And my LinkedIn is Frankie McDowell. Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie McDowell. You're listening to a ham radio show every Wednesday night. I will see you on the September 6th. That'll be meteorological fall. Today is the last ham radio of the meteorological summer.
Woo! That was a mouthful.
Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie.
What a guy.
Frankie, what a hell of a... Telling everybody, reminding your asses that we are off this next week coming up. But then we return with a whole bunch of new shit. Because that's what we do here on the Ham Radio Show. By the way, if you were in the Facebook Live suite, Marcus has put up the links for the Canned Ham and the Ham Radio Show Live Rumble editions are up there, right there. All you have to do is click the little button. You'll be part of the whole brand new era of the Ham Radio Show. We have a lot of stuff going on. Also, by the way, the Ham Radio episode, I believe they put it up and then they took it down. There was an episode, the Mike Calta video episode was up, and now it's not there. I don't know where it went, but either way, you find out for me. Go to rumble.com/cc-4087500, or just click the link. It's very easy, right there on the Facebook Live suite, and you'll be transported to the land of Rumble. A lot of shows, by the way, going to Rumble. They go to Rumble because there's no rules on Rumble. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you really want on Rumble. So a lot of shows going to Rumble as opposed to going to even Twitch or going to, because a lot of shows get thrown the fuck off the air if they say something, like if Joe says something stupid.
Yeah.
Right? When you're on there, literally somebody might take offense and then throw you, and then your whole show gets thrown off the air.
Wow.
And you get fucked up. Here, I'm sorry, Rick. I turned you were on the phone.
I'm saying Rumble don't do that. Huh?
Rumble don't do that. So Rumble is Rumble, and I have the app. I have the Rumble app on my phone because when I was looking into the Rumble thing, let me just show you right here. Hold on for a minute.
Let's get ready to Rumble.
We should have. We didn't know we were doing this, but here we go. Rumble. Boop. And you hit the Rumble app, and the fucking screen will fucking. There you go. There's Rumble, and you log in. You do all your stuff, and boom, you're instantly transported to see Billy.
Was that in the Play Store?
Yeah, you can get it in the Play Store.
You're out of your fucking mind.
It's free and it's good to go. I'm just saying, it literally transports you to all these other shows that are out there. So even if you don't just check out the Ham Radio Show and you get someone else, a lot of shows moving to Rumble, like I said, because it is a better format. If you're not going to be harassed, and you can actually just do your show the way you wanted to do your show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best of both worlds to do that.
We can all rumble in the jungle.
All right. So by the way, before Corey Feldman comes on, I did have a topic that I was going to have in the news.
Oh.
But I wanted to throw it up there. I have a question, and this is a real thing, because he, by the way, Corey became emancipated from his mother and father.
All right, so
so at a young age.
They've kind of flown the coop. All right.
Okay, so now he's in charge. You know, he was in charge of his whatever. I believe at 15 or whatever it was.
All right.
Okay, now 14, 15, whatever. My question is this: I don't know if you looked at the front page of the New York Post today. There was a teacher who was sleeping with a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I heard
now,
about it. Mm-hmm.
Not saying that she was fucking incredibly hot. Not saying whatever. I mean, to me, because I'm a sicko. To me, first off, 14 too young. Not saying that. I'm not cheering that on.
Sure.
What I'm saying though is, if a teacher is fucking in the scenario of the porn world, that's fucking hot. Neither here nor there. Not what I'm trying to get at. But what I am pointing out is, what if the kid? Okay, so hear me out. What if they're 15? Let's make them 16 in this scenario. 15, 16 in this scenario. What if the kid is emancipated? Because then he's legally an adult. Okay? Hear me out.
Not the question, boy.
Now he's legally he's an adult. He has to do adult shit. Can he? Would the teacher get? I mean, I know the teacher would get in trouble because that's the teacher-student angle.
No,
but would the teacher be in trouble for statutory rape if the kid is technically classified as an adult?
I think so. I think it's still the age thing still matters, you know, and you know,
because when you're emancipated, can you play lotto? Can you do all the things that?
No, the only thing is when you're emancipated is you don't have to take orders from your parents. Pretty much that's it.
Aren't you classified as an adult?
Well,
like if you committed murder as an emancipated whatever, wouldn't you be considered an adult and get charged as an adult?
A lawyer could argue the point, you know.
Well, that's why I'm asking. My lawyer came out of me when I heard this story. Then I was reading about Corey being emancipated, and I'm like, well, what if you are emancipated and you're technically considered an adult, and you get hit on by an older woman, and you end up having let's just say it's not your teacher. Let's just say it's just a random chick. Let's just say it's Corey on the set, right?
Yeah.
And a 20-year-old, and he's 16. Now, there's only 4 years difference, and also emancipated. I'm an adult. Boom, boom, boom. Corey fucks the 20-year-old. Let's just say that happens.
Yeah.
Is that still statutory rape if he's considered an adult?
Well,
I'm really. This is a question.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
But I think the system uses it for their convenience. You know, whenever they conveniently can use it. So I don't know.
Because I don't know all the class, and this is why I'm asking. I don't know all the qualifications of when you become emancipated. What technically that means? Because you are considered an adult. I know that much. Because you have no fucking parents.
All I want to know is where the fuck were these teachers when I was growing up?
Oh yeah, goddamn.
That's the fuck I want.
I tried.
I tried to fuck two of my teachers in junior high.
Woo!
You know, they were around. I remember in high school.
I ain't find one that wanted to give me no pussy.
When I was in high school, there were a couple of teachers who, a couple of guys, I don't know, you know, guys bullshit too, you know.
God teachers?
What?
You can say a couple of God teachers?
No, women teachers who would supposedly doing students, you know.
Yeah, well,
some of the seniors, you know, but. You know, you hear a lot of bullshit. You don't know if it's true or not.
Hold on, Billy came with a fact check.
Okay, Billy.
We have a fact check, ladies and gentlemen.
You are considered an adult who is responsible for your own care, support, liabilities, and contractual obligations.
Okay.
While still,
wait, hold on. Billy's trying to read big words. Give him a second.
You are protected from certain legal actions against you.
All right.
Such as enforcement of contracts. It doesn't mean you can go
so
buy beer.
So just enforcement of contracts is what they're saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I can sit there and have $1 million fucking contract negotiation, but I can't buy a Bud Light.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is why I asked. When I heard emancipation, I'm thinking that you are now classified as an adult, because they wouldn't do it to a little kid. Like, a little kid can't emancipate their fucking parents. Like a little kid, like if you're 5, you can't go, I want to take mommy and daddy to court. You can't do that. This is a high-level teenager who's being emancipated, And then that's my point. Like, I don't know what the line of fucking legality, where it was. Where does it get blurred, is my point.
Well, I said that when the 16-year-old girl who got 3 children.
Okay.
And she fucking with a 21-year-old man, they want to say he's raping her. And I'm going,
Yeah,
she's
but
fucking.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
That's what I'm saying. She's fucking. What difference does it make if he's 21 or fucking 17?
That's always my argument when I talk about, and I'm not talking about. We're not promoting fucking statutory rape.
No, we're not.
Before
but,
somebody,
right,
before
yeah.
somebody starts typing on the fucking.
Yeah.
What I'm asking, because we are asking the question, is. Like, and I say it all the time. I was talking to my mother about this morning when we were talking about this fucking teacher. Because I was asking point blank, 14 is too young. I think we all could sit here and agree that a 14-year-old shouldn't be having sex. Okay? However, when you're fucking, 15 and 16, you know what your dick does. You know what your pussy does. Sorry, you might not be fucking insanely intelligent enough to, comprehend all the liabilities of having sex. But you know how the doohickeys work. So how is that rape, like you're pointing out? How is that rape? I'm seriously asking this question.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be, he's trying to be a shock jock. I'm asking a question.
No, right, because...
If you know, because how is that guy... She has 3 kids.
I'll give you the clinical answer if you
Please
want.
do.
The
Give me the
clinical
clinical
answer is the teenage brain is not developed enough to make certain decisions.
Either is an 18-year-old.
Well, they have
legal.
they have a criteria when the brain is mature enough to make thoughtful decisions.
Right.
That's why they don't allow teenagers to enter into contracts and things like that without parent signature.
But they still say that the brain doesn't develop fully till you're 25.
Probably
but they
right,
consider
yeah.
grown at 18.
Yeah.
So you're still underdeveloped.
That's what.
At a sense.
That's why they charge kids as juveniles, because if they commit murder, because they said, well, their brain wasn't developed enough to understand what they did.
That's a bunch of horseshit.
Yeah, I believe so too, but that's what it is.
What about when the draft was on?
Yeah.
I'm not old enough to have experienced the draft.
Oh, I did, yeah.
How old was the draft? What was the
18.
18. 18 years old? Okay. So you literally at 18.
But at the same time, you weren't old enough to vote.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
weren't old enough to vote at that time.
You're old enough to get killed.
You're old enough to go fight for your country.
And you weren't old enough to buy a beer. Am I correct?
No,
Because
you
18 was legal.
Yeah, you could drink at 18.
So I'm just asking. I don't know.
Remember a couple of weeks, like I said, by the time you're 18, you should know your fucking limits, because back then, that's how it was.
Yeah.
15, 16, 17, you experimented, partied, and by the time you were 18, you weren't drinking anymore.
Yeah, everybody on their 18th birthday went out and got drunk.
Okay, wait a minute. But by your philosophy, you experimented and you partied, which brings us to the whole sex thing. Because I'm sure that they were fucking 16s and 15-year-olds fucking.
Oh,
okay, so...
And still are.
And still are. That's my point.
Social media, you didn't have photographs, you didn't have all of this shit, stupid text messages.
But this is my point. Like, all these motherfuckers that are getting supposedly statutory raped by teachers. And that, we're not talking about... Because there is statutory rape that exists. I'm not fucking saying that. I want fucking, yet again, legal-wise, I want to keep saying that. We know that they exist. I'm asking, like... You found your teacher hot. She found you fucking hot. You're now, maybe you're 16 and a half, almost 17 years of age. Right. You're going to tell me a kid in high school doesn't know what the fuck is going on and is actually being raped?
Well, see, here's the other
I'm
thing.
asking.
I'm with you on that.
They were able to go, hey, I'm doing this. I don't have to tell anybody.
No, I'm not talking about the dicks that blurt it all out, because those are morons.
You know,
you fucked it up for everybody.
Well, you're talking about a teacher. It's like you don't do it in any business, and you don't.
No, you don't shit where you eat. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So
So, Joe, is it
on the outside, I don't know.
Is it rape?
Well, they're influencers, so that's what they say. You can influence a child
I don't know.
to do anything, and this and that. You're grown. This a child.
And this
blah
is,
blah. This and that.
I'm asking.
When most of the time, teenagers manipulate their fucking parents.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's why I'm asking. This is a serious fucking question.
Yeah.
Is it? Because I don't want anyone fucking taking this out of whack and out of fucking context and fucking whatever. Even if you're on Rumble or you're on Twitch and you're listening to this in a different format,
Sure.
you only hear a piece of, or whatever the fuck case may be. I'm seriously asking, because I know for a fact, when I was in fucking high school, I told the story. Teachers went to a meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the teachers come out. Now, I'm right about to graduate, right? It's literally like the week before graduation. Two of the hot fucking teachers come out, and they see me in the hallway. And she goes, one of the teachers goes, there was a teacher in there who saw you, and then she was talking all about how bad you were in class. How come you weren't bad in our classes? And I'm like, because I wanted to fuck you. Flat out said it to them. Flat out said it to them. And I can tell you the spot where I was standing in Newdorp High School in the lobby. I can tell you exactly where the fuck I said it. Said it right. I was like, that's because I wanted to fuck you.
And what they say?
They went, oh my, like they went, oh my god, and giggled like a little Japanese schoolgirl in an animation. They go, and they were like, well,
we're trying not to throw up.
Well, either way, even if they were holding their barfin bill, they were.
How about now? I'm just graduated.
Yeah,
a little present.
I was graduating already. It didn't fucking matter. The point was, what I'm saying is, when I graduated out, I can't even do the math. Billy, do the math. It's 2023, right? Right now. Mm-hmm. It was 1997 when I graduated from high school. I'm 43, so do 43 minus whatever the fucking number is. So I'm telling you, I'm still technically probably underage.
Mentally,
okay? I'm mentally underage now, if you want to do a 43.
17.
So I'm 17, and I told two hot fucking teachers, flat out to their faces, why didn't you act like that in our class? Because I wanted to fuck you.
At 17, you're ready.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, I wanted to fuck. So literally, I knew
they laughed.
What I wanted to do. No, they only laughed. They only laughed when they saw my penis.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I knew at 17. So don't fucking tell me these kids don't know at 17.
Of course they know. Like you said, 15. First of all, when nature kicks in, and this is what I always told my daughters, when nature kicks in, once you get ass and tits, the game changes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't fuck how old you are.
Yeah.
The game changes. This motherfuckers are looking at you differently.
Absolutely.
And the same thing. These when you in school, the male teachers are looking at these girls, and the women teachers are looking at these boys. Because when they look at that boy and see that dick print in his gym shorts,
the mind is everything.
They go, this little motherfucker got a big dick. I wouldn't mind trying that shit.
All right. On that note, because we got to get ready for Corey Feldman.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
You gonna leave it on the dick note?
No. Well, yeah, because
okay.
Nick even summed it up all in one thing. Nick summed it up that the teachers said out loud to themselves, he's going to be a shock jock one day. That made me laugh my ass off. 718-577-1389. We are getting ready for Corey Feldman Appreciation Day. The only thing we're missing is Corey Feldman.
That's right.
We'll be right back after these words. Come on.
You think you really know what's happening around here, don't you? Well, I'll tell you something. You don't know shit, buddy.
The Unfiltered Radio Network, hamradioshow.com.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
You need to watch New York Ham on a side TV. A side TV. And New York Ham. What a combo.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors. What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States. That's my goal.
Now she's a powerful force for good. What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
I'm being dead as fucking
We at
serious.
xsuit.com believe that you should never have to sacrifice comfort for the sake of style. The clothes you wear should complement your looks and your lifestyle, not just your looks. Traditional suits are stiff, uncomfortable, and a hassle to maintain. Maximilian Perez had an idea to create the ultimate solution. After months of research and prototyping, the first X-Suit was born. Made with wrinkle-resistant stretch fabric and utilizing proprietary nanotechnology to add stain and odor resistance, it was the first of its kind. The X suit broke boundaries and set new standards, which led to it being featured in popular publications such as Forbes, Business Insider, and Mashable, putting X suit in front of thousands of men worldwide. Join us on our mission to create modern clothing that's comfortable, stylish, and easy to maintain for men all over the globe. We seek out and develop the most cutting-edge technology in order to make the most comfortable clothing that keeps you looking your best all day long. Check out our suits, shirts, jackets, pants, along with many accessories at xsuit.com. That is xsuit.com.
That's why we're giving a little window here.
So I got a question for you, folks.
Tired of boring radio? 3 songs, then 15 minutes of mind-numbing commercials only to hear the same 3 songs again, just in a different order. You need to call your local stations and demand the ham. Flood the inboxes of everyone you can at your local station. Blow up the request lines that demand the ham. Tell them you want the ham radio show on their airway. You won't regret it.
Demand the ham.
It's the Slick coming to you from the Ham Radio Show. Give me the respect. Call into the show at 718-577-1389.
This portion of the program brought to you by DallasNovelty.com. That's DallasNovelty.com, where sex is for everybody. Discreet billing, fast delivery, discreet package, and shipping. It is DallasNovelty.com. You know that it's sex for everybody except Joe. That's the rules. That's what we do. This is an AVN award-winning website at your fingertips and ready to rock for you. That's DallasNovelty.com. DallasNovelty.com. We are counting down the seconds, the minutes, the moments until it's Corey Feldman Appreciation Night. So please sit back and relax. We're waiting for the one and only Corey Feldman to call the program. It is the Ham Radio Show. That's DallasNovelty.com. We'll be back with the show in 1 second. We're just preparing. It's what we do. Remember, we love you. DallasNovelty.com. I don't know what Billy pushed. So I was waiting to hear that Ham Radio Show. Ham Radio Show. But he didn't do it. By the way, it's the Ham Radio Show right here. 718-577-1389. We are waiting with bated breath. His people just got back to me. So we are sitting here. Ricky is my witness. That the people just got back to me. We're waiting. He might be a minute late. But at least they said if he doesn't fucking get in like exactly at 9, which he's supposed to do, because remember there's a 3-hour difference, they will nudge him, poke the bear, and say, hey, God damn it, Corey, you're supposed to be on the Uncrowned Kings of Reality Radio, the Ham Radio Show. They will tell him.
And he's rehearsing with his band.
His band, so he's probably trying to find that great note, the great song.
By the time you take the guitar, put it back in the case, you know.
Yeah. Well, he is going on tour. If you go to CoreyFeldman.net, you can get all the information about the concert that he's doing. He has a brand new thing going on right now. I believe the fucking name of it is the Love Retours 23. Is the name of the tour. Love Retours 23. You can get your tickets at CoreyFeldman.net. And if you go there, I am going to ask him why he's dressed up like Michael Jackson. I have to ask him that question.
He was a fan.
I know he's a fan.
That big influence.
I want to hear it from him. I want to hear from Corey Feldman to see why he dresses like Michael Jackson. I want to talk about all the stuff with Sam Kinison. We only have a very small amount of time with Corey Feldman, so I want to make sure we gotta get the drug stuff in there. We got to talk about the concerts. We got to talk about his music in general. We got to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. The molestation. If we can get that in there, we can try to do a whole bunch of stuff. And for my personal...
Do they really have those secret societies out there?
Well, he says that they do because he made that movie that was supposedly hacked and fucked up when he went to do a live stream of his... He made a documentary, and he set it up where it was going to be... People paid money to go to this... Like, you would be in the venue, and you'd watch the thing live. But if you were at home... You can watch a simulcast of the movie, his documentary, where he names, and it's not like he's not out there still naming motherfucking people that supposedly molested him and everything else. he has gone out and said the names. So it's not like the names ain't fucking out there. Supposedly there was a death threat on his life. Somebody stabbed him.
Of course.
Right there. Like what they did was, Joe, they hacked the movie.
Yeah.
And fucked up the feed.
Wow.
And then they bootlegged the movie and made their own website. And this is all simultaneous. They made their own website. Like, they obviously had it set up, but they made it, and you went to a different website, and then those assholes who hacked his shit were giving away his stuff for free. And he was raising money. It was money, like, he had to pay the crew and everything else, but he was raising money. Like, of course, if he made a fuck ton of money, he would have put that towards, the proceeds, part of them anyway, would have probably went to help kids who are being molested. You know what I mean? Like some kind of foundation to stop that shit. And now these guys, whoever fucking hacked his shit, took that away from him.
Right, they took away.
Because they don't want. They don't want that to stop.
Yeah.
They don't want that to stop.
And I was telling Billy before that the low-hanging fruit is to be like every other. See, Marcus said he watched the documentary. Sorry, my mouth doesn't work. The documentary.
Your upper plate loose.
I got my fix it and forget it. Watched the documentary and he said it's fucked up. So we have people that have seen it. So it's not like this documentary doesn't exist because that's another bullshit. That's what I was saying to Billy. The low-hanging fruit is to totally dismiss him as a lunatic, a no talent having hack, all the things that everyone else fucking does. I don't want to do that. I want to literally have, at the worst case scenario, Corey Feldman becomes a friend of the fucking show.
Well, that would be nice.
You mean, like, where is that a downside here? Like, why? I'm not going in there guns a-blazing trying to piss off Corey Feldman. There's no point of that. That's amateur hour. Where you just go in.
About the music
that's what I'm saying.
Influenced him to do it. How his time with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and look, he can go on the record. Michael Jackson never molested him. He said it. I mean, like, that's a guy that you can't say he wasn't hanging out with Michael because we have fucking footage that he was hanging out with. You know what I mean? Like, it's there. So if he's not saying that, and he's obviously was influenced, and that's the other part about it, it's this whole thing about well, his music sucks, and I'm like, but that's your opinion. Like, you might not like it. There's a ton of shit on music I don't fucking like. Yep. That's out there, but I don't fucking go to the person and go, oh, you suck. I don't go to Justin Bieber, slap him in the face and say, fuck you. Stop making music. You're a dipshit.
It ain't your thing.
It ain't your thing. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It ain't your fucking thing. Let me see. Nudge him or us. Please. 718. I know it's going to be a couple minutes late, but it's easier just to fucking...
Well, it's just 9 now.
Yeah, well, I know, but I like to cover all my bases.
Half hour.
Mm-hmm. We waited the whole show to talk to him for Corey Feldman Appreciation Night. All right, because here's the fucking problem. You're going to have too many people that sit there and act as if we're making it up or whatever the fuck case may be, because it has happened on shows where he just has not, he's ghosted them.
I could just call Barbara.
I
can call Barbara Streisand and see if she's available.
You could, but you're not gonna.
No.
Joe, that joke was like not funny when you did it 3 weeks ago. Well, it ain't funny now.
It's appropriate.
No, it's totally not. We're actually talking to his people.
Okay.
It's a little bit different than like you're not calling Barbara Streisand and saying, "Hey, what about Yentl?"
I do, but she never answers me back.
Because you don't have her number.
Yeah. Oh, that could be the reason too.
Yeah, that could be the fucking big fundamental reason.
Call James Brolin. He'll get in touch.
Yeah, I keep dialing this number and then nobody picks up.
Now, Josh Brolin, by the way, is connected to this because Josh Brolin was in Goonies.
He was.
So the Brolin family and the Goonies family are connected. See, so it all works. It all works out together as we all sit patiently and wait towards the stare at the phone.
I know that. First thing he told me when we come in there, you're on the clock today.
We are ready.
We're ready. You're right.
We did everything we were the fuck supposed to do. We did everything we were supposed to do. I made Billy take an earlier break. We cut out the WTF news.
That's right.
We literally had Frankie McDonald on standby so he could do the weather. Mm-hmm. We did all the shit we were supposed to do. And look, this might end up being a 5-minute fucking interview with Corey Feldman.
Well, yeah.
And which also makes Corey Feldman Appreciation Night even funnier.
That's right.
If it's only 5 minutes and we get to ask 3 questions, and it's like, goodbye, everybody, see you later. That's hysterical.
There he is. I think you're right, Ed.
There he is. There he goes.
Don't give him no ideas.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
It happens all the time.
But that to me is hysterical because that would just be the definition of the show.
We had a guest.
Where we would try to set everything up and all our ducks are in a row.
Yeah.
And then ghost.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, we had one stiff us one time.
You
a
know,
big guest.
I'm gonna get those computer bastards for this.
The computer bastards.
Tell them, baby.
Who stiffed us?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I remember one night we had.
We've had ones, but at least they have made up for it.
Oh, absolutely. Most of them.
They have called back and said, like,
absolutely.
I fucked up
Yeah.
and whatever. I don't think we've ever had someone just totally go and not come in.
We ripped a new asshole, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, I've already said it's low-hanging fruit to fucking attack him. Yeah. But if he fucks us over, sure.
Yeah.
Then game's on. Gloves are off.
That's right.
Because then you have ghosted the Ham Radio Show. Thou shalt not ghost the Ham Radio Show.
Yeah.
And I'll have a week off to think about it, too. I'll be angrier because I'll have a whole week to fucking think about it.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think, I have to feel in my heart of hearts that Corey Feldman is going to call in.
I hope he don't call when the exit music coming on and shit.
Yeah, Billy, cancel the exit music.
You know.
Hey,
oh, wait. Now, here we go. Here we go. Hold on.
We got a call coming in.
Hello.
Okay.
It's the Ham Radio Show. Is this
Hello
Corey
there.
Feldman?
Hello there. What's up? Corey Feldman.
Corey, let me just tell you right now, we were taking odds that you weren't going to call, and I won because I said in my heart of hearts, Corey Feldman wouldn't fuck us over like that.
There you go.
And he'd show up. Thank you,
That's
Corey.
right. That's right. Damn straight.
Damn straight.
I just had to make sure. I had to make sure my AirPods were properly charged because I didn't want to be like pulling out in the middle and then whatever. They don't like it
come
when
on,
they do that.
you've definitely
I hear
pulled out
it's a
before.
bad thing.
What happened?
No, I hear it's a bad thing when you pull out too early.
Oh yeah,
I don't like
kidding.
That's how Joe has 2 kids.
My wife say that all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you also can't pull out too late. You can't pull out too late. It's a very fine balance. It's a very fine balance.
I'm telling you, let me point out right now, I think Corey has heard this show before because he knows exactly. He's fitting in great.
Okay.
All right, he's definitely a friend of the program right now.
Okay.
So, Corey,
Thank you very much, Ricky.
I know we have very limited time with you, and I know we are going to get to the music. We're going to plug the Love Retours 23, the whole 9 yards.
Yes.
By the way, to get tickets for that, go to CoreyFeldman.net. Please do that. Get off your
That's
asses.
right.
Go handle. Corey has a whole other, musical career. Please get off your asses and go do that. I have tons of stuff.
Yeah, come check it out.
Yeah, please check it out.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
I'm here. I'm in the hot seat.
First
All right.
question. Yes or no, tell me if this story is accurate. Did you start doing cocaine for the first time on the set of The Lost Boys?
What, do we really have to go that far down?
Yes!
Really?
Yes, we do!
I mean, wait, come on, man. I've got a book. It's called Choreography. I've talked about all of these things. I mean, it's just.
Well, you don't have to go into full detail. You don't have to go into full detail. Just tell me if I'm right.
I'm just saying. This stuff is 30 years old information, man.
Yeah,
it's very
but
very
Corey,
old
the people
information.
but that also led to a lot of the stuff that you were hanging out with Kinnison and all that stuff. These are the wild parties that we have to live vicariously through you. You were there. You were at the party.
Yeah. Well, listen, I shouldn't have been. I should not have been at those damn parties. If there was an adult in the room, I wouldn't have been at those parties. But that's beside the point. But it was a bunch of I guess mentally incapable of growing adult, insufficient maturity levels around me that were uncompromised and unequivalent to anything I'd ever experienced. So there you go.
There you go.
That's my summary of that experience.
I'm going to say yes to my first question. That happened.
I think that's a great answer.
And that was a great answer.
No, listen. I got fired from the set of Lost Boys.
Well,
Let's be
that's
very
what- that's
clear.
what
There
I
was
was-
nothing glamorous.
Yeah.
Nothing glamorous about any of it.
Yeah, but that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Listen, I followed in the footsteps of my great mother, who who was such a wonderful influence on me during the time that I was shooting that film. That basically I was like, oh, this is what she does. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. But terrible stuff. Listen, there's a reason why I got sober at 19 years old and never looked back. I really cannot stand. I cannot stand cocaine. It is the worst drug in the world. It's so gross. It makes people gross. I don't know. I don't mean to offend anybody if you're using. I apologize. I know this is not politically correct. If you're a using addict, I do apologize for bashing your drug of choice. I know it's probably really wrong. It's probably really wrong.
I love how Corey is worried that he offended the cokehead.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry, cokehead.
Yeah, I don't want to
Coke right now.
Listen.
No, I know exactly.
If you're like searching the carpets right now, you probably don't want to listen to this show because if you're like biscuit surfing on the carpet and looking for that little piece of crack that you left somewhere last night, probably might want to tune out about now because I'm just not going to have a lot of love for you.
Joe on our show used to do a shitload of coke. That was Joe in the 80s.
I know exactly what he's talking about because when you're doing the coke, it's the greatest thing in the world. But when you stop, you better taboo it.
Yeah.
Because
it's when you run out of the coke.
If you're gonna stay clean, you gotta stay away.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
He's saying that if you run out of coke, is when the problem actually starts. He's like, doing coke is great.
Exactly.
But when you run out of coke,
as
is when
Sam used to say, what do you mean? There's plenty of coke. There's no problem. Yeah. Well, I got news for you.
Yeah. The legendary stories of Kinnison. Kinnison used to do giant rails. They were about like the whole coffee table was coke, and he'd snort the whole table.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a legacy.
It's all true. Listen, Sam and I had many bouts as far as we would have these ridiculous contests. Who could outperform, who could who could ever be at a lower IQ for a longer period of time, I think was the real contest. But the bottom line is, we did ridiculous things. We stayed up for days at a time, and it was terrible. It was just, not to say at the time I thought it was terrible. At the time I obviously thought I was having fun, or I wouldn't have been doing it.
Absolutely.
But that's the deception.
Exactly.
That's the deception. I got news for you. Anybody can be a crackhead.
Yes.
Anybody can be a crackhead. It does not take any special set of skills whatsoever. I found this out. I definitely did the field research. I did everything I could to find out in the 80s, and I found out very early on that it did not take any kind of special person to do this. Anybody is applicable. And, I was very lucky to escape with my life, so I leave it there.
That's actually the greatest quote from Corey Feldman on the show today. I want someone to write that down. Anybody can be a crackhead. Corey,
that's right.
So I got another question because for a person,
you know what? If you say I'm not a crackhead yet, that means you're eligible too.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Very true. Very true. You're on the list if you're not a crackhead yet. All right. So you have such a track record. Tremendous movies. Stand By Me, The Lost Boys. Goonies. We can go into all of them. I know we don't have enough time, but we can go into all these movies that you have done. Your track record, your IMDb.
Well, come on. We just spent 10 minutes on crack. Certainly, we can talk about films and music.
Trust me. I'm gonna segue off cocaine to a movie that's near and dear to my heart.
Why though? Why? It's such a great topic. This is what the audience wants to hear.
Absolutely. Always stay
on
cocaine.
Go ahead. Move on.
Radio 101. Stay on coke. All right, so question.
I thought it was lesbians.
No, lesbians is a different thing. Now, deviating off of that, off the cocaine, how do you
you gotta say deviate? You gotta say deviate, really? Okay, fine. We've got deviated septums all day. Thank you very much. Good night.
Now everyone knows it's fucked up. When we go off of that, I gotta talk to you about Friday the 13th because you are a legacy character in the Friday the 13th. How did you get the movie Friday the 13th Part 4 If I'm correct, I think it's the fourth one. How did you get that movie? Because you play Tommy, who ends up officially killing Jason Voorhees.
Well, I had to lay in the middle of a table completely naked. And no, I'm just joking.
That's how I got this job. So
you see where you're going with this?
Yeah.
Terrible.
He's doing that right now.
Listen, I like anybody else. I fought long and hard. But you went through the process. That's what you do. You go through the process. You go on your auditions. You do the work.
Yeah, but they didn't seek you out. They didn't say, "Oh, this is Corey Feldman."
Absolutely. No. I was nobody. I was nothing. I was just a kid.
Yeah, but you were.
Yeah, well, I did a couple TV shows. I think I'd already shot Gremlins, but it hadn't been out in the theaters yet, so nobody knew.
Oh, okay. Maybe
So yeah, I mean, I was just another kid actor. But the funny story is not about the Friday the 13th casting. It's about the Stand By Me casting, which was actually called The Body when I went and auditioned for it. Oh. And I'll never forget this because it's such a great story. But I was in the casting office, and there's all these kids and their moms. You know, it's always the kids and their moms because the moms are stage moms, helicopter moms, whatever.
Yeah.
And they hang out with their kids, and they tell them what to say. And, don't talk to this kid or talk to that kid. Oh, you want to get close to this one because they got a bunch of stuff going on. Whatever, right? So you hear all the gossip when you're sitting there trying to read your lines. And this one lady says, oh, yeah, that's that one guy. Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, don't worry about him because, he's from one of those Friday the 13th movies. And, those people that do those movies, they never end up working again. So don't worry about that.
That's funny. That is fucking funny.
And I was like just sitting there, keeping my eyes on the script, like, okay, well, that's cool. We cool. Don't worry about it. And then I got the job. So there you go.
And by the way, it was tremendous in Stand By Me. You're a pivotal fucking character in that movie.
That's a great movie.
I know everyone puts it on
Thank
Jerry
you.
O'Connell and they put it on River Phoenix there, but you are literally like you have a fucked up character that you have to perform, and you came from a world of abuse to begin with, so it must have you were kind of venting it out.
So I wasn't really acting at all.
Exactly.
Is what we're saying. The real credit goes to Will Wheaton.
Absolutely, yeah.
I just had to say it because you didn't mention his name.
Oh no. There was 4 boys in this movie, and Will Wheaton, yes,
that's
was
right.
the lead.
That's right.
But everyone talks about Jerry O'Connell because he was the fat kid, and then they talk about Phoenix because he was the tough one. And you have to me the pivotal, the one I remember the most though, and this is not blowing smoke up your ass and kissing your ass, even though
because I was crazy.
Yeah,
I was crazy.
Yeah. And you had
right.
And when they talk about putting your ear on the stove and all that, like all that shit, you're the one that like that one. When I watch Stand By Me, you're the character that sticks in my head because it's. I mean,
and
Will
you know what? I appreciate it. And you know what? Just to make it up to you, I'm going to perform Stand By Me at my concert. So when you come to see my show, Love the Tours, we'll play Stand By Me. I'm going to play it on drums just for you.
Aww.
And when you're there, I'll make sure to dedicate it for you, all right? How about that?
All right. And while you're at it, if you could perform the leech scene, too, that would be wonderful. Live
Well, hey, you bring the leeches, I'll perform the scene.
All right. Let's get him some tidy whities. It's time for the lead scene.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
Although, if we remember correctly, I wasn't the one that had them on my testiculars.
I know, but we don't have the other guy, so you have to perform all the roles.
But you you got to play the other guy. That's the point.
I can play Fat Jerry O'Connell. I can do that.
There you go. So, and then you grab one of your buddies there at the station, and he's the guy that gets the leech on the balls, and we're all good.
There you go. Then see, we're all good there. By the way, if you haven't figured it out, it is Corey Feldman Appreciation Night here on the show. We were talking live to Corey Feldman here on the program. Dude, we've been waiting for this all night. This is something like we are very excited that you were here. We've already asked you about cocaine.
Well, I'm very excited to be here.
We've already asked you about Friday the 13th. You told us a great Stand By Me story, the movie that was originally called The Body. So you're doing great stuff. I do have a question though. Billy, do you have a question first?
Yeah,
I
just wanted to know, like, of all the movies you made, which one was the most fun that you actually enjoyed, doing and...
What's your favorite one that you enjoyed making?
Well, I mean, there's my favorite to make and there's my favorite to watch.
Okay.
So, but I think that I enjoyed things about all of them. That I disliked things about all of them. You know what I mean? Obviously, there were great moments throughout my life, but I mean, I would say from my childhood films, if we're just speaking about my childhood films, Goonies was the favorite.
Nice.
If we're speaking about my adult films, I would say probably Corbin Nash was the one that I really enjoyed making the most because it was just such a wild character for me to play. And as far as watching films, looking back on my films, I always had a real soft spot for Dream a Little Dream, and The Birthday, which is my new favorite. Which, if you haven't seen it yet, well, you probably haven't seen it yet because it hasn't been released in America. But it's a cult favorite. Jordan Peele, who incidentally bought my ear from Stand By Me, as ironic as that is, but Jordan Peele actually set up a few screenings of the film at the Lincoln Center this year in New York, and they both were sold out and rave reviews and all that kind of stuff, and we're looking at possible redistribution of the film because it's never been released in America. So hopefully one day you'll get to see it. That's a really cool movie.
I will definitely check that out. I know everyone else here Billy's looking it up as we speak to make sure he can go see it somewhere. All right, so we do have the Love Retours 23. Get your tickets, like I said before, CoreyFeldman.net. We got to talk about the music.
Right.
We got to talk about the music for a minute. You're going on tour. You're doing a shitload of venues, all over the place. So you'll have your chance to see.
Well, this is a small. It's actually a smaller amount than last year. Last year we did 50.
Yeah.
We're doing 25 this year. So this is kind of like, this makes 75 shows across the U.S. for Lover Tours, which in total is a ton. Yes, it is a truckload, a veritable plethora of rock and roll shows. So we're doing a lot. But we're also getting ready to go international. So next year will be the big venture out of the United States, which is really exciting for me because I've done about, 13 or 14 U.S. tours, and I've never played outside the U.S. So it's very exciting to do that finally. So this is kind of gearing up for that.
Do you have a strong fan base overseas?
Oh, my God. Yeah, Canada, UK, Australia, Japan. I even get, people from Russia. We get people from all over the world, really. It's crazy. I mean, places you would never expect, like Afghanistan or, stuff like that. Just, I have Afghanistan people come up to me, Afghanis, they'll say, oh, yeah, you're really big in our part of the world. They'll be like, what? How do you even know me? But, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, you are Corey, Corey fucking Feldman, for Christ. It's not like you're like a nobody. You are a somebody.
But, but walking down the street, I don't think of it that way. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy.
Well, you're not a dickhead about it. I got that part. But I'm saying you are. If we walk down the street together, you're the famous one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it works. I mean, it's just
right. I get it. But but that doesn't. In my mind, I think of it kind of more centralized. And when you go somewhere and you're in the middle of freaking nowhere, like. I went to Bora Bora once, and I'm out there in the middle of the Polynesian lagoon, and somebody's like, "Oh, Corey Feldman," I'm like, "What the hell? How do they know?" So that kind of stuff just always freaks me out. But aside from that, I mean, I'm pretty used to it.
All right, so I gotta ask you the elephant in the room, and not just me because I'm fat. The elephant in the room of the Michael Jackson influence between, because if you go to CoreyFeldman.net. The photo shoot is very Michael Jackson-esque, all right, and a lot of people talk about it all the time. Now, what exactly?
The photo shoot. I don't know what photo shoot you're speaking of.
It's on the website itself.
Are you talking about the photos from the new Interview magazine?
No, it's just on the cover page of the website. I mean, they're beautiful.
I don't know.
Black and white pictures. They're nice.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It could have been. We did a couple really cool shoots, but I don't know. I don't know which ones you're talking about because I don't go on there very often. But that said,
Well, either way you look
yeah,
at it. The question is, though,
thank you. I mean, listen, if you're referring to like my style, I've always had the same style since I was a kid. Nothing has really ever changed.
This woman is Erica Hernandez.
At the base of it, there was definitely influenced by MJ because we were friends. We hung out a lot. But the style, I mean, I think it's developed to my own thing. I don't think it really kind of hinders on that anymore.
That his girlfriend was going to show up at this freaking live appearance.
But it's there. I mean, I think there's, in my music,
well, he doesn't pay attention to his women. Ask Kogan.
I have a lot of people I look up to.
This guy went on his air and said that he didn't know anything about that. He doesn't know shit from China influences. Now, Mike was appearing at a gun store.
I mean, when you listen to one of my albums, I dare you to say, 3 songs sound the same, because they don't. I mean, it's like every song is from a different genre, it's from a different style, it's from a different sound. So that's one of the things that I've always kind of been able to pride myself on, is not locking into a particular sound or a particular thing when it comes to the creation of the music. I mean, I've got a reggae song on the new album. The new album, by the way, is called Love Left to Army with Love. And it's definitely a rocker. I mean, more than anything, it's got some hardcore rock songs. But there's like the lead single, Comeback King, which features Curtis Young, who's Dr. Dre's son. And that song definitely has some MJ influence. So there's, bits and pieces here and there. But if you listen to the whole album, I think it would be a lot less kind of similar or comparable if you listen to the overall production.
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't even actually comparing you to Michael Jackson. I was just saying, because a lot of people look at the look and everything else, but that's why I wanted to know what because I don't think a lot of people can actually figure out what is Corey Feldman's musical influences. Like, because you have a rock style.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And I know, that's great.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, I don't think that that's why a lot of people bullshit. Exactly. A lot of people
guessing and coming back for more.
With the bullshit, like, that people will mock, or they'll say, "Oh, look, Corey Feldman's on," but because they can't pigeonhole you into one style. You play a shitload of different styles of music. That was what I was
absolutely.
And as such, I don't think that.
I mean, we do everything from. Yeah. We do everything from blues to hip hop to rock to, you know what I mean, and DJs and EDM. I mean, I love it all, man. As long as it comes from a person's creative soul and it's something that's genuine and organic, then it's good. What I can't stand is this over commercialized kind of pop candy, pay as you go performance art shit that's been coming out lately. It's so overwhelming, when you hear it. It's total garbage, and it's just like, I just want to hear roots. I want to hear real, people's blood, sweat, and tears. If you don't hear blood, sweat, and tears in the production, then you are not listening to true art. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, we don't even have groups anymore, man. No. At least in R&B music, you don't even have groups and stuff anymore, man.
It's true.
Well,
it's horrible.
Yeah.
And Corey has he has his angels. He has a whole band. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that people understand.
Well, the angels is passe. The angels is passe. We're not doing the angels.
So what do you now? What are you doing?
The last angel flew the coop. The last angel flew the coop. Oh, it's just a regular band. Just a regular band.
Your wife and you aren't together anymore, and everything's like. I didn't want to bring it up unless you brought it up, but yeah. How are you doing?
Well,
by the way?
I appreciate that, but. Well, it's not easy. I'll be honest. We were together for 12 years. 12 years is a long time, and it's one of those things where every day is tough. If I didn't have my kid to lean on, my kid has been great. He's been very supportive. My bandmates and my friends and all of that have been very supportive. But it's not easy. Breakups are not easy. And,
tell me about
it. It's one of those things where it's like, you don't even know if it's over, maybe not, maybe, we don't know, but it's like, the communication has been terrible. So in the meantime, we've been looking for fill-in people for the band, because we need a female vocalist, we need somebody who plays keyboards, she did a lot of jobs. People don't realize how talented Courtney was, or is, but I mean, like, as part of the band, she was a massive part of it, because she plays the videos, she plays, the backing tracks, she plays the keyboards, she sings. I mean, it's a lot of job. So trying to find somebody that can fill all of those shoes is a very, very tricky position to be in with only a few weeks before tour. So we're working hard at it, and hopefully we can pull a rabbit out of our butts and and come up with something great. But either way, the root of the band is 3 guys that work with me. So it's basically the 4 of us. You know, we're really strong. It's a really strong core. We've been, you know, the guitar player and I have been working together for about 12 years. He and I basically were the heart of creating Angelic to the Core, which was a double album. So we did that album together almost entirely, as well as the new album and the box set. So basically we've done like 6 albums together in the time that we've been working together and known each other. We're really close, really good friends. So that's the root of it right there. And then my friend Bentley Mitchum, who's the bass player, and him and I have known each other since 1991 because we starred in a little movie together you might have heard of called Meatballs 4.
No, never heard of it.
And yes. Yeah, so the guy who played my nemesis in that movie, who is like the dick that worked at the other camp or whatever, that was Bentley Mitchum. So Bentley Mitchum is the grandson of Robert Mitchum, so he's also part of Hollywood royalty.
There you go.
Great singer, great bass player. There you go. And even more importantly, he's a great guy, really cool guy. So it's the 3 of us, and then our drummer, Demetrius, is also a really incredible guy, solid player, lots of soul. So it's the 4 of us, that's the band, and then if we can get somebody in to play keyboards, we might even have a guest sax player here and there at the shows. You know, we fill it out where we can. Can't be at every show, but there's always a surprise. The thing about this, you know, when we've been doing these tours around the country the last few years, we've had so many cool surprises, from like Terry Green from the Goonies coming up to sing the Goonies song with us, to was Tim Capella. Tim Capella came up at the last show that we did in Ocala, Florida, and that's the guy who's better known as the sweaty sax guy from Lost Boys. But he came up, and Jamison Newlander came up to do Cry Little Sister and People Are Strange. So it's always a good time. You never know who's going to show up. It's always a lot of fun. Curtis Young came up for a bunch of the shows. So it's, you know, you never know who's going to pop out.
I know we have to close this out. I know it's going to be finishing up, but the only thing is I want to commend you, because I know what it's like. I'm going through a breakup right now as we speak, and I understand yours is a little bit bigger because, thank you. Yours is a little bit bigger because you were married and it was a whole thing, and you know, all that stuff going on, but you still have to perform.
Oh yeah, man.
And you still have to put on the whole thing. So I commend you, because it's not fucking easy to have your mind over here with something else, and then business gets in the way of everything. But it's a business that you at least love.
Right, and not only that, but the other thing that really makes it messed up is, you know, it's my bandmate. So it's not just my partner in life, my best friend, but it's like you recorded these songs together. So it's like, there's moments I look over and I expect to see her and she's not there, or like I don't hear her voice where it should be. You know, it's just all that little stuff that stabs you right in the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That really deep kind of
guttural,
we all been there. You get over it.
That just turns around and around in your stomach. Okay, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, I totally agree with Corey Feldman. So, by the way, get off your ass, people, and go to CoreyFeldman.net, because you got to buy your tickets to see Corey perform in the Love Retours 23 tour that's going out there. There's only 25 dates now that we just learned. There's only 25 dates this go around. However, he has no clue what the fuck he's going to be on stage with.
That's right.
Because it's still a work in progress.
That's right.
So if you go there, you get to see what has amalgamated at the end of this thing, and you get to see Corey.
That's right. And by the way, we're playing Riot Fest in front of 40,000 people, and like we're just like, okay, we're still trying to figure out who's in the band, but this should be good. So, you know, yeah, it's going to be exciting. You never know what's going to happen, but I think we're going to get it together. And the best part is we're even pulling out some songs that we've never played live. So, bam, there you go.
There you go. If you didn't have a fucking reason to see Corey Feldman perform, now you do. And now all you need to do is get your tickets.
Right, well,
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's one more reason, which is that I'm not getting any younger, and I don't know how much longer I can keep doing these types of shows. That's a damn good reason.
May I point out, Corey Feldman is not on cocaine. He is not on any substances.
That's right.
He is clean, he is sober, and he's ready to fucking rock. For more information, go to CoreyFeldman.net and see Corey in a town near you, or see him at Riot Fest in front of 40,000 screaming Coreyaholics out there hanging out and checking out Corey Feldman.
Well, he's got to come back because we're going to read the book and we're going to have more questions.
Yes, Corey, please. You have an open invitation.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do
and
it.
we will do Corey Feldman Appreciation Night Part 2 with you again later on. Thank you, Corey Feldman, for being on the program,
love it.
bro. Did you have a good
Thank
time?
you guys for having me. I definitely appreciate it. Absolutely, Eddie. Thank you so much for doing that.
Ladies and
Scholar
gentlemen,
and a gent.
A round
Scholar
of
and a
applause.
gent.
Yeah,
for
okay.
Corey Feldman. Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Corey Feldman, ladies and gentlemen. Who says we don't deliver on this fucking show?
Okay.
God damn it. Billy, hang the fuck up and let's make some music because we gotta go. We went 3 minutes over.
I know.
Holy shit.
I was panicking.
I know. Joe is shitting himself. He wants to go eat dinner.
That's true.
Remember, free speech is never silent. So always speak the fuck up. And Ricky, if you're gonna fuck that chicken,
You better use a rubber.
you goddamn right. Until not next week, but the week after that, we'll be back and we have a whole bunch of more shit. Remember, I love you, and I will see you again. AMF, my friends, which means adios, I can't hold this for too long.
Keep holding. Hold.
You paused it.
The Ham Radio Show is a production of the Unfiltered Radio Network and is broadcast live from the Bunker Studios in New York every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hamradioshow.com. All material heard is copyrighted by The Ham Radio Show. Any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmission of the show's material without written consent of Ham Radio is strictly prohibited.